We're starting off a little off of what the topic title says about Chinatown, and then we're going to get there and see if Chinatown is doing better than it was. We had an article a couple of months back that said that there was a special Metropolitan Police task force in Chinatown that was setting up because of all the crimes, and people are targeting the Asian American community in Vegas. Strings of robberies. What's interesting about this area? What's up, Mike Henderson? First text in the chat, first live chat. What's interesting about this area is that this area right here, particularly on Flamingo, which is just 1 block away from Chinatown on Spring Mountain Road, it's actually really got a big Ethiopian community here. So you wouldn't think like there's an Ethiopian, but there is. Yeah, like Ethiopians, like what, Northern Africa? So we got taxi drivers and stuff in here all getting their coffee, speaking a different language that you don't usually hear. And Starbucks was great. I know a lot of you guys don't like these woke companies, but the good thing about woke companies is you can always use the bathroom, even if you don't buy anything. And they let you set up your camera and stream. And the staff here is really great. They have this really cool staff. It's all women today. There's no guy baristas. And for the first time ever, they offered to give me my coffee in a mug, which was pretty cool. I was like, wait, I don't have to buy the mug, do you? She's like, no, of course not. What's up, Shaggy to Dost? Does it have the embossing? Yeah, it's got a high dollar Starbucks embossed. I don't even know what that is. I'm sure there's some symbolism behind that. I'm not sure. So hopefully we can get our caffeine on. I slept a little bit better last night, which was good. I still woke up like 5-6 times, man. Woke up to eat, woke up to pee, woke up to this, woke up to that. I can tell you exactly what happened. I fell asleep in a weird way and I kept waking up. Peric, sorry we left Vegas yesterday to drive back. That's fine, good. I'm happy you had a great time in Vegas. Hopefully you had a great time. You didn't say you had a great time. But anyways, you gotta love off the strip stuff. Starbucks, medium coffee, $4.20 after the tip. So you can't complain. And they give you a free cup of water if you ask, which is really nice. We can read some news here. Hopefully we get some people watching this stream. I brought a hooded sweatshirt because we have a wind warning that's kicking up. Do I think the Italian mob still has ties to Vegas? No, I think that's all gone now at this point. I think at this point it's not there anymore. There's still some like 90-year-old Italian guys that were mob members out here. I did a video, when did I do it? A while back, years ago maybe. And there was one guy who's like his nephew or something got done dirty at a car dealership, and this old mafia guy, he came in and he started shooting up the mob dealership, or the car dealership, pardon me. So like I know that these guys retired out here. A lot of these guys in the mob, but the old mob days, like they did like federal time and stuff like that. Didn't Starbucks change that policy? No, I don't know. I mean, I've never had Starbucks deny me a bathroom visit. The logo is a Greek maritime siren. It reflects the Seattle roots. I mean, that's cool, man. And you gotta say, Starbucks is a lot different though. Like this, it's very sterile now. Used to be that Starbucks had sofas and couches and like lounging areas. And now it's mostly, these hardwood tables, which is fine. I mean, like it's fine. The area I'm in is booming. There's not a lot of construction going up here, if I'm being honest with you. Calaman, what area do you think I'm in? What area do you think I'm in? Tell me what area you think I'm in. I'm gonna put some ice in this coffee so I can actually drink it in a timely fashion. Wow, that's weird. How am I supposed to get this cup off? It's so, the plastic just bends up. Very strange. How do I get this lid off without spilling ice water all over me and making my life miserable? Do I use my teeth? I don't want to do that. I gotta go to the dentist. I got chips in my front teeth to fix. Or I'm a caribou coffee man myself. If I'm gonna drive through for coffee, most of the time I brew it at home. I don't brew coffee. I actually don't have a coffee maker at home. My wife is not a fan of me drinking coffee because it browns your teeth. She's right, but is it Flamingo Casino built by that one? That's the one that Bugsy built. That's the one that they kind of sent out Bugsy to oversee. People say that Bugsy built it. Let's ask the AI exactly about what the deal with that is. I'm so glad that I'm not sore anymore and I can go and do my gym today, because I was like, I've been here before where I just can't feel good after gym sessions. That's never good. You guys can leave a comment in the chat. Let's look at some Vegas news, and then we'll look at the history of the Flamingo Hotel a little bit. We're on Flamingo Road right now, so that's good. Here we go. Let's just go to news.google.com. And we'll see a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff cracked off on the Vegas news today. Don't see any comments, so Las Vegas. Location. I-15 lane restrictions in Las Vegas start March 30th. Okay, so we got more lane restrictions on I-15. Construction, WrestleMania 41. That's coming up very soon. When is WrestleMania 41 coming? Front yard at Ellis Island is doing something. WWE, part of TKO Group Holdings. WWE, I think, is owned by a Saudi company at this point, isn't it? What's up there, young LA Raider? I haven't seen you for a while. Hopefully you're doing good. 2025 WWE Hall of Fame ceremony will take place on Friday, April 18th at 8 p.m. at the resort's state-of-the-art 90,000 square foot Blue Live. Wow, Fountain Blue got in on the action for WrestleMania. So they're going to be doing WrestleMania events at a 90,000 square foot Blue Live theater for an awards ceremony. That's pretty cool. Pre-sale opportunities going up on Ticketmaster March 14th. I can't imagine how much those tickets are. So we have our WWE WrestleMania coming in. It is going to be a bigger deal, I have to say, than I thought it was. I really didn't, I mean, it's not like I didn't think that the WWE was that big of a deal, but this could have Super Bowl vibes to it in terms of like how much attention it brings to the city, I'm guessing. But what I'm wondering is WWE, is it popular outside the United States? I know Canadians watch WWE, but I'm wondering who else might watch it, who else might not watch it. So that's an interesting one to me. Let's see how I sound. I haven't even... Whoa, that was my last night's stream. Yeah, we sound just fine. We sound fine, just fine. Let me share this with some people right now, too. I don't know why I'm singing that tune. Can't even remember what that's from, dude. Send it to Robert, send it to Kyle so they know I'm on. There you go. Mike, nope. Kyle, nope. Kyle? Okay, so let's get back to your comments here. Let's see what your comments are like here. Live chat. What's up? I might buy a sports car rental place. I'm buying Enterprise. Enterprise might rent sports cars. I'm not really sure. Happy Sunday. Jorge says good morning. Young LA Reader. Chasing the money. Okay, Big Trouble in Little China. They were just in London. WWE has an annual event in Saudi Arabia called the Crown Jewel. I mean, like I say, a lot of this stuff is being bought up by Saudi companies. Saudi wants to own everything, man. It's crazy. They're going to own absolutely everything before you know it. When Mania comes to town, the whole town becomes a wrestling town for about a week. Most indie promotions will have events, and there'll be multiple wrestling conventions not sanctioned by the Wii. The Wii. I had a Wii back in the day. They're huge globally. WrestleMania and SummerSlam brought a lot of hardcore fans. Yeah, but didn't we do some event at Allegiant? It didn't seem like it had that much of an impact on Vegas. Like, okay, I'm not going to throw shade, but let's just take like two places, right? Let's say it's Detroit, Michigan, and Dallas, Texas. Those are both cities that are bigger than Vegas. But I would imagine that when WWE comes to town in those places, it's a much bigger deal because, like, on any given moment, what's going on in Vegas? Like, let's say we have 4 weekends in Vegas. One weekend, you're going to have The Weeknd playing at Allegiant. You know what I mean? Like, back-to-back shows. He's going to sell out 120,000 seats. One weekend, you're going to have WWE. One weekend, you're going to have some K-pop band. One weekend, you're going to have some big sporting event. So, like, what I mean is, in a city like Vegas, where there's always a big event every single weekend, does it have the same significant impact? We'll see. We'll see. I don't understand why so many people are into the theatrics of wrestling. I think it's mostly like a breakaway from reality. You know, people want to have that entertainment. I mean, it's the same reason why some people get so embroiled into soap operas. If that makes sense, right? So we got WWE. Hedge fund takes aim at company led by Golden Knights owner. Okay, that's not that interesting to you. Maps show BLM's plan to sell 5,500 acres in 8 small towns northeast of Las Vegas. So yeah, it's funny because our governor is a Republican guy. We're not getting into politics. I'm not pushing my politics on you. I'm just telling you some facts about the story and what's happening. So Governor Joe Lombardo, he's a Republican, and he's trying to tackle the unaffordable housing that we have. We have an affordable housing gap where people aren't making enough to get into a house. And he announced a week or two ago a program that sounds a lot like what a lot of people who were conservatives were against when Kamala Harris said it. Things like tax incentives, down payment assistance on homes, things like, getting federal land leases. BLM, when I say BLM, it doesn't mean Black Lives Matter. It's actually the Bureau of Land Management. It existed way before BLM became Black Lives Matter. So it looks like they're trying to because Nevada's 80 some odd % federally owned land. So the federal government can always sell that land or even give it away for free, and you can give it to developers to build homes. So it looks like they're doing that. Tacos and Tamales Fest, that's happening not far from here, just up the road in Desert Breeze Park. VGK, no, okay, that's fine. Vegas teen accused of murder kept pros and cons list about becoming a serial killer. This is what I was talking about in my video the other day. We got a lot of weird stuff happening with the crime in Vegas. A lot of terrible stuff that's not strip related, so you guys don't worry about it as much. Let's see here. Unemployment benefits fraud and any theft. I'm trying to see Vegas Strip stuff. I should type Las Vegas Strip, I guess. Las Vegas Strip. Because it's giving me all the local stories, and you guys aren't interested in the local stories as much. Here we go. Vegas's $3.4 billion resort is mired in controversy. One stay showed why. SF Gate has a real hate for Vegas. We were reading you an SF Gate article last weekend where one of their writers was saying that the Luxor was like a dive hotel. It was like a horrible, gross, rat's nest infested place. And now here's SF Gate talking about Resorts World. They are mired in controversy. We're going to go to Fortune magazine because it's a little bit less clickbaity. Las Vegas Casino filed $10.5 million after gifting private jet flights and discounts to a bookmaker with ties to Los Angeles Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani. If you don't know what happened, Shohei Ohtani, his interpreter, his translator, was embezzling his money and doing illegal bets, and basically stealing from this superstar LA Dodgers player. I think it's an LA Dodgers player, right? And so Nevada gaming regulators have issued a $10.5 million fine against the Resorts World Casino on the Vegas Strip over allegations of illegal gambling, many of which centered on a bookmaker with ties to the interpreter for baseball star Shohei Ohtani. The fine settles a complaint with the State Control Board filed last year, accusing one of the largest casinos on the Strip of welcoming people with ties to illegal bookmaking and people with a history of gambling-related felony convictions. The fine issued on Thursday is the second largest handed down by the Nevada Gaming Commission, which has authority in disciplinary action. So because they took this as a plea deal, mea culpa is the way they call it, I think. Resorts World doesn't have to admit they did anything wrong. They don't have to say we did anything wrong or right in the case. They just take the fine and they move on. Resorts World, coincidentally, I think a day before or after this fine came down, laid off a significant amount of staff. And now they are also laying off executives and trying to channel people around in the executive department. This is not the first time Resorts World has had a controversy. And we have to talk about these controversies. I'm going to have to go on Grok, and I think my next steps is going to be tomorrow going to Resorts World and recording a video on how effed up this property is. When you think about it, number one, upon opening, they had a taco shop license that was given out to a man that can't have anything to do with any casino property because he was a felon. Number two, they had Scott Sabella in there, and Scott Sabella was attached to a controversy at the MGM years ago where there was an illegal bookmaking operation running through the sports book and they were taking bets. Number three, we have this coming up. There's even a few more. How can you mismanage something like Resorts World that hardcore? I just don't understand it. But in this case, it looks like they knew that they were dealing with this guy who was misappropriating funds. And I mean, like, it's crazy, man. Okay, that's some serious stuff right there. Let's get back out and look one more page back. A's move closer to construction of Las Vegas Strip Ballpark. And so this was from 2 days ago in the RJ. Says right here, the athletics field filed for a commercial building permit this week as Clark County has constructed teams planned $1.75 billion ballpark is slated to get underway in the next 3 months. The permit application filed on Thursday is for foundation and deep utility work. According to the county records, the work tied to the permit is valued at $45.6 million. The application would be for work following of excavation of the site, for which the A's had submitted a permit application last month. The application is still being reviewed. The A's must spend the first $100 million of the project before up to $380 million in public funding kicks in. So it looks like the A's are going to be doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it and doing it and doing it. Let's look at your comments right now. It's pronounced Shohei. I had some guy from Canada in my chats last night. God bless him. And he was like, I thought as a Canadian you would understand how to pronounce kilometer. And I guess I pronounced kilometer wrong last night. I was like, so because we're on this positive vibe and we're not trying to be tearing into people, we have to reject the negatives. I said, well, you know, I did a 4-hour live stream, so it was a 4-hour live stream. You know, like, I said one word wrong and you wanted to zone in on the one word out of the 15,000 words I probably said, if not more. Okay. Anyways, I say words wrong, I say words right. I don't know. Otani had to know his interpreter was gambling with his cash. You just said that your husband read it, though. What? I don't have a husband. Will there be a trip to an Asian market? We could try. They really don't like cameras in Asian markets, though. They really hate them. I wish the A's would stay in California. Yeah, me too, actually. I don't care about baseball. Build it, baby. Sacramento is scary. Damn, Steve, do you sleep? You have to be tired. I am tired. I am incredibly exhausted. I am so tired. The only person that cares about this here right now is Travis Robertson. Travis, I went and I did some back testing today, and I pulled out another $1,400 on like 3 trades. I think we've gotten it. I think we've dialed it in. So if I can dial it in and I can actually start stacking some of my trading accounts, then I can sleep a little bit. It's just too much, man. I did back testing last night, Travis, and my back testing last night, and it's back testing, right? So it's bar replay. It's not a real live market, but the back testing night. Wow, Robert, thank you so much. Wow, we actually got a donation today. I appreciate you guys. I'm always shocked when this happens. Thank you so much, Robert. Robert sent $25 to us there on Cash App. Thank you so much. Travis, I will show you this last night. We started off, my first trade on back testing was $9.25, and then my second trade was a profit, so I ran the account up to $12.55, and then I ran the account to $18.55, and then I ran the account up to ultimately $24.65. That was back testing last night. So I just went to a random day and time at 7 a.m. and looked for what I thought was going to play out, and it played out every single time. And I said, what the hell what is this magic? I spent a long time. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about right now and you're completely in the dark on this because you've not seen my stream before, around April 20th of last year, I started day trading futures. Somebody brought me into it telling me I'd be making money in 30 days, which is a complete lie. It takes people years to do this. And I met up with somebody who's an amazing person who took me under her wing and showed me some of the stuff that she has. And then like boom, boom, boom. It just took a lot of time. And eventually, in the last week, we might have unlocked something that has helped us map out where prices are going. And now she's testing it on her end. She ran an account up to $7,200 yesterday in back testing, which is when you test your strategy out. And I ran it up to $2,400 last night on one random day, and then $1,400 on a random day today. So I'm tired though. You know, I don't sleep. I did that last night. I slept 5 hours, did my 4-hour live stream, and then I went home and I had to get on the charts to see if it would work. But anyways, nobody's here to talk about day trading. Only one person in the chat. Travis is from both worlds that I have. Let's see here. When will you play the market with real money? Sammy, I've been using it with my prop firm accounts. One of my prop firm accounts, I opened up a Top Step account. The first day I did 745, the second day I did 785, then I made a mistake. I thought I was in my demo account, I lost $400, and then I won everything back but 75, and I locked my account for the day. So it's working on that account, but I'm a little more conservative on that account. And then there's another company called Take Profit Trader where within maybe a 10-day period, I could start taking cash out daily off of them. It's just all complicated. Vegas will support the A's as long as they are competitive. It's not about Vegas supporting the A's. That's not it at all. I mean, we're too small to have a Major League Baseball team technically with all the stuff that we got going on. You guys have to look at it like, you have to look at it in a certain way, right? So I want you guys to consider the size of Vegas. The size of Vegas, the metropolitan area has about 2.3 million people in it, but the city proper is maybe 1 million people. We have the Golden Knights, we have the Raiders, and we have the Athletics now coming up. And so you have to start doing calculations, right? So you have to say, well, we'll just run it into the Grok, okay? Here, I'll just do a calculation on Grok right now. I want you to do a calculation for me. We have T-Mobile Arena, which seats around 17,500. We have Allegiant Stadium, which seats 65,000, and we're gonna have a new ballpark that seats 35,000. I want you to tell me, based on how many home games are played in the NFL, the NHL, and Major League Baseball, how many people you would need for each to fill the seats to 80% capacity all the time. So what you got to do is so I'm going to run this math for you, right? And watch this. To calculate how many people, so it's doing its thing right now. So you would need 416,000 people to fill Allegiant Stadium to 80% all the time, where the Raiders play for all their games. You need 574,000 people to fill T-Mobile for all the home games to 80% capacity. And you need 2,268,000 people to fill the ballpark to 80% capacity. So if we add everything up, give me the sum of all three venues. So if we add everything up, here's where it comes down to. You would need 3.258 million people to fill all of those venues up to 80% capacity. Well, there's only 2.3 million people in the entire city, right? So it's really not about them filling up with locals at all, period, full stop. It's a tourist junction. It's a tourist thing that they're doing. And so it's not like Vegas will support the Athletics. It's whether or not we can fill up enough home or away fans for these games. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? The Miami Marlins are only drawing 13,000. Vegas will draw better than that, but again, it's not about the locals. You know what I mean? And what do I know, right, Alistair? I guess I'm wrong on this one, but I'm right. I'm actually very right. And sports is a business. It doesn't. Vegas locals don't care about some castaway team coming to Vegas so they can spend $100 on the cheap seats. And that's another thing too. The worst seats in the Vegas ballpark are probably going to cost $100. Queso says baseball in 100-degree heat. Well, why does that matter? It's a Queso. Reality check, bro. It's inside. It's inside. It's an indoor. We're not playing outdoors in Vegas, bro. We're not playing outdoors. Just like how in Arizona they play inside. Just like in Florida, Tropicana Field was domed. It's going to be domed inside. So it's going to be climate controlled, man. It's going to be climate controlled. Everything else to be climate controlled. Allegiant Stadium is climate controlled. You can't play outdoors in the heat in Vegas. You're right. It's completely unpalatable. Although I think we should have built a retractable roof, but that costs significantly more. I'm just drinking my water. We're gonna get walking. So what we got to do here is we got to go. So we got to go north a little bit, I'm gonna go through Twain. Twain is a really bad street. Once you get south of Decatur, Twain gets progressively more violent. I used to live on Twain back in the day. There was like drugland style killings near my house. All sorts of reasons I wouldn't want to live there right now. But when we get to Spring Mountain Road, we're gonna go south and we'll flirt with the Strip. We might get to the Rio today. Some people are asking me about renovations at the Rio and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. We're gonna have to see. I don't think I'm 100% wrong on this one. I think there might be a mixture of facts and realities, but I do know that it's not about Vegas local supporting the team. I can just tell you that right now. Hockey is doing so well, there's no way baseball would fluke. Plus the stadium can be used as a venue for concerts. It could be used for a venue for concerts, but we have, we have T-Mobile, we have Allegiant, we have, people underestimate how many venues this city really has. Tobin has joined. Hey, what's up? I thought the rendering showed a half dome. It's not a half dome. It's like there's like a glass window or something like that. I kind of think Vegas would have a better chance if it was an organic team. Precisely, man. That's why the Golden Knights do so well. And I hate to break it to you guys, but the Raiders, the people who bought those that were locals, they buy what are called personal seat licenses. They're buying them to flip them. They're investments in their future. If you bought a personal seat license, it might cost you $10,000, and that's before you buy any tickets whatsoever. But then you buy your tickets, and then you sell your tickets for a huge profit. I know several people who have done this who are business owners, and trust me, if I was in a position to buy a personal seat license at this stadium, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I'd sell the shit out of those seats. I have zero interest in going to a baseball game, but I would turn it into a business venture for myself. I'm surprised at the strength of the local Vegas sports scene. Once again, I can tell you, I don't know that it's local sports fans that are fueling all of this. I don't know at all. Travis says more away fans than locals at Raiders games. Precisely. And what's funny about this is that the Raiders don't have the highest attendance in Major League Baseball, but they are the most profitable team on ticket sales. So what does that tell you? Or not baseball, why did I just say baseball? Man, it's been a long weekend. So in the NFL, the Raiders don't have the most attendance, but they have the most profit off tickets. So you gotta think, right? That means that their tickets are selling for absurd prices. And so they're selling the tickets for absurd prices and not filling up all the seats, still making more money on the tickets than teams that have more. So like, for example, right? Let's say I think the average attendance for the Raiders might be 62,000 out of 65. You can have a bigger venue in a different city like Texas, like Dallas, right? Dallas, AT&T, is it called AT&T Stadium? Whatever it's called down there. They might get 85,000 people in, but they don't make as much on seat revenues. Think about that. That's wild. It's wild. Vegas has to rely on the visiting team fans to fill arenas. Yeah, I mean, and look at Orlando. Orlando doesn't have that many professional sports teams, right? Actually, you have one professional sports team, right? One? You have the Orlando Magic. That's all you got. And Orlando should be able to support NHL hockey. It should be able to support Major League Baseball, but you don't have it. It's weird. Put them in Tampa Bay Lightning, Tampa Bay Rays, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Went to a Raiders game last year. It opened for $231. Next few years, the same seat went up $100. Saying. I hope they succeed there. I have a feeling that Nevada has aspirations of growing its population. A lot of that growth will be moving to Vegas. That's the only place they can move. Steven, still agree with the 99% of what you say. That's fine, Alistair. We're going to have to play it out. It's going to play out over time. I'm not against saying I was wrong over stuff. If I'm wrong on stuff, I'm wrong on stuff. You know, like this is okay with me. I like to be corrected. I used to be corrected and be a little bitch about it, but at this point, I don't care. We should go. I don't know if it got warmer out or if it's just windy and miserable, so I'm going to put my sweatshirt on and we can get going here. We got 294 people watching me. We're going to take that walk. Let me get speaking of the Raiders, I had to pull this one out of the storage. I thought we were done with the cold weather. Turns out we're not done with the cold weather. You said the A's would never come to Las Vegas. Yeah, I was wrong. They're going to make it happen. And we're going to make it happen. They're going to do it. Whether or not it's going to be a success, it doesn't matter. They'll burn the money. I still, if I'm going to be honest with you, I still don't think that the numbers work out. What they did was they did the same thing that the F1 people did, which is that they allowed the F1 people to give them information for how great F1 would be, right? So like, this is how it works out here. You probably don't know how it works out here. We have the county commissioners, and the county commissioners are going to be the ones that decide what happens. Like, they're going to decide whether or not the Raiders are ever going to come to Vegas. They're going to decide whether or not F1 comes to Vegas. So F1, they go, well, we want to bring F1 to Vegas. So the county commissioner says, well, give us some stats and figures how it'll impact us positively. So F1 gives them a bunch of numbers. Well, it turns out that when you really, really want to get your way, you will cook your numbers. And it looks like that's what F1 ended up doing. So now we have the athletics saying, well, if we bring the athletics to Vegas, here's all the positive impacts. And it's like, well, where did you come up with those numbers? Well, we hired our own people to tell you about how great we are. There was no independent third parties. Do you guys follow what I'm saying? Do you track with me? There was no independent third parties that said, here's what will happen if we bring the team here. The Raiders put forth the absolute very best scenario. This is like if the federal government asks the pharmaceutical companies to do tests, and then the pharmaceutical companies just delete all the negative data about the drug and put it on the market. And the government's like, wow, this drug looks great. let's say yes to this one. So that's exactly what we are seeing here. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to turn my cancellation on so you don't hear the cars behind me. And apparently I was the only one who went and chatted on the Korean streamer, Jirit. Really? That sucks. He sent so many people over to me, but I understand, like, if you don't speak Korean, it's kind of weird to go and see the Korean streamer. Shout out to Purdue Pharmaceuticals. Yeah. So right now we have the A's telling everybody that, hey, it's going to be great. Yep, no, for sure. Yankees fans are going to come to Vegas for 5 days and see a game 3 out of the 5 days and then spend money for 2 days. Even though, because in Major League Baseball, they do these extended road trips. So the Yankees might come to Vegas and play 3 games in a row. They might do a doubleheader on one day and then another game the other day. But the average person stays in Vegas for 3.6 days. So now what we're supposed to believe from the athletics is that the average person is going to watch all this baseball and then still do all their other Vegas stuff. So it's going to bring people to Vegas that might not have come to Vegas. Now they're going to watch baseball and do all the other Vegas stuff. That's never happened before. We've never had to experience it. So it's going to be hard for us to tell whether or not that's the truth. Am I doing YouTube full-time? No, I have a full-time sales job. I do professional high-ticket sales. And then I'm day trading and learning that skill. And then I'm doing consultations with people for business. I just did a deal with Sensational Freshies to help them with her website and with her business. So with her, we're doing like a website redesign. We're doing a bunch of recorded Zoom calls so we can dial in her niche. I'm going to redo her SEO on her site. So we're doing all this extra stuff. So I do that privately with people. When do I get a chance to chill? It's hard for me because I don't have what's called a third place. Does anybody know the concept of the third place? Say yes in the chats if you know the concept of the third place. Say yes in the chats. Did F1 make money for workers though? Like tipping culture isn't the same outside of America. Yeah, I don't know if they did, to be honest with you. That's a really good question, and it's one of those questions you don't know. Did the Bourbon Street Bar and Grill see an increase in people? No, not at all. So I don't have a third place. And what the third place is, like, if let's say you work and you have home, those are your 2 places, then you have a third place. That's where you're not in work mode or home mode. But I work from home, so I don't have a third place, right? So what I do to chill, I'll use a Pomodoro method. If you don't know the Pomodoro method, it's an Italian term, it means tomato, Pomodoro. But I'll go and I'll do cold calls for half an hour, then I'll take 15 minutes or 10 minutes, go into a different part of my house where I'm not in my studio, room, office, workspace, place, which I put on some affirmations. You gotta force a third place. Whoa, Philip Morgat. Thank you so much, Philip Morgat. $10 to our PayPal. If you guys do a super chat, there's a chance nobody sees it. But if you're Philip Morgat or Robert, everybody sees it when I open up my camera and I show you. Wow, I suck at this today. When I see Philip and I show you in the middle of the screen. So, I don't do a lot of chill. I gotta like work super hard and I am super obsessive because you gotta make your money. You gotta get yourself ahead. No, Tom, I don't smoke weed. I don't do any psychoactive substances. It's okay to do affirmations. Affirmations work. They change your neurochemistry. They push out the negative things that you've been taught to listen to your entire life. They help you get over your self-limiting beliefs. They help you to push through and erase the pattern. Your subconscious mind is playing. It's doing everything for you. My subconscious mind right now allows me to walk down this street without being constantly freaked out that one of these cars is going to smash into me, because I've done this so many times that I know the safety of this. And my subconscious mind is what actually runs this pattern in my head. My subconscious mind tells me that this black Honda is going to pull out to this lane, which is a really stupid thing that she did, but there's a really good chance she's not going to smash into me, right? But the subconscious mind also works against you, okay? The subconscious mind is when your parents told you that you're never going to grow up to be rich because people like us don't grow up to be rich, and people like us have to struggle, and you'll be just good enough if you get by, son. That's what we should aspire to in life, because the subconscious mind is what turns you against rich people. It's what turns you against, it's what instills all of your negative patterns. So get on some affirmations, son. Go and listen to You're Worthy. Go and listen to You're Unlimited, You're Unstoppable. See what happens. Anyway. Just listen to him to fall asleep to him. When you're falling asleep, your brain goes into a different type of pattern. Your brain waves change right before you fall asleep, and you're more susceptible to suggestions. Oh yeah, there's wind. There's wind, but I have noise isolation, and I have a microphone, and I have a dead cat on my microphone. You can't see my mic because it's underneath my shirts. It's a wireless mic. So next up is going to be Twain. You can see these like very basic bitch condos. These are more popular towards the center of town because of how the strip runs in the city. So you got a lot of people that are living in these kinds of basic bitch setups. And I don't say that derisively. Some of these places are probably fine inside. I don't have sunscreen today. I don't need it. I'm wearing a hooded sweatshirt and pants. So yesterday I was rocking the sunscreen because it was a lot nicer out. But then you have these like little areas over here. So this is what off the strip looks like for Vegas. I love it, man. These guys are growing. I don't know what kind of crops these are. These are some kind of gourds or pumpkins, it looks like they might be growing out here. Or I don't know what that is. Does anybody know what this is? Tell me in the comments. So You can grow stuff out here. You just got to have the water for it. These little cul-de-sacs. These are weird homes. Look at the carports and the garages. So you can tell this is like from a builder back in the day when every house would have one car garage and a carport. You don't want to put your car out in the sun in the city. See, here's what happens. This is what happens to you in Vegas. So some areas of the country, of the North American continent, you're gonna have salt. You're gonna have salt. This one here, you have peeling of your top coat out here because of the sun. Look at this. These gotta be duplexes. And you don't get a lot of duplexes in Vegas. So I'm guessing that there's 2 homes in here and they're right down the center. 39, 24, 39, 18. Yeah, we have 2 separate addresses here. And then this is probably 4 addresses? No, probably 2. Look at this, guys. They didn't make trucks like that back in 1975 or whenever these homes were built. I used to live in this area. I'm going to put up my donation link if you guys want to be generous to us. Thanks to everybody who clicked on my affiliate account yesterday. I've had 30 unique hits, I guess. I have to do it, try it a little bit longer, run it a little bit longer. Would you live in this area? Like I say, I used to live in this area. Used to live in this area. Can you hear the sirens? Well, you probably can't because I have noise isolation on. I gotta tie my shoelace here, guys. Give me a sec. Ah, boy. Old man noises. Okay, good. While we're down there, that one's good too. This one's for sale. Look at this little stately place. Kimberly Kim. Oh my gosh, this is one of my clients. This is awesome. This is one of my clients, Kimberly Kim. She did a little ad with us. I know who she is. Met her, she's a nice lady. So much awesome foliage out here, man, and shade and everything like that. Nice little starter homes out here. So, I wonder what this one's worth. Some of these homes out here, little good bones foundations. Would I live in this neighborhood? See, like no outlet, not a through street. These are better places to live in. But in terms of crime, if I lived out here, man, I'd alarm up my stuff to the teeth, bro. You know? So we'll go through Twain and then we're gonna go to Spring Mountain Road. It's Chinatown. Check out some of the businesses. You're 16 hours away from Vegas, but if we were closer, we would probably be there at least once a month. All right. It's raining in Orange County. That's probably why we're getting our weather coming through like this. What's up, Anthony? How you doing? Just a reminder to Europeans who are watching, if you guys ever wanted to contribute, and again, I'm not hammering this like I used to all through December, January, February, and whatever. Use the link below if you're from the UK, and just use PayPal. And if you have a card, it says Visa, MasterCard, Amex on it, you guys can send a donation with PayPal. What's up, Florida? You don't need a PayPal account to do that. It's very simple. Put in your one time, put in your info, done. Helps us out. So you can see the strip from here. Specifically, we got the high roller. When I lived in this area, we watched as they were building the high roller up. And it was a real interesting experience to see the high roller getting built because it didn't have all the spokes in it. Didn't have all the spokes going in it and stuff like that. But one by one, it had these big, giant, thick spokes. And then they took them away and ran the cables in it. Now it just sits as a free standing wheel, which is pretty cool. Iowa's here, cool. Yeah, we're not far from Decatur. Thanks, Tamara. Last couple of visits, we never even stepped foot on the strip, just downtown and driving around locals. That's what we enjoy. Cool. So this area has its own special LVMPD, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department task force, because there's so many targeted robberies out here. Strings of them, like in one night, 8 businesses will get held up by gunpoint and stuff like that. But this area has also gone through a maturation of sorts. If you came here 20 years ago, there was a lot of Asian businesses, but it wasn't really Chinatown, you know? Now it's all themed for Chinatown. There's H Mart is already open, I thought. Isn't it already open? Oh man, it's getting warm. I'm gonna have to take off this stupid sweatshirt I put on just not 20 minutes ago. Oh my goodness. Yep, it's getting too warm. Son of a biscuit. Okay, well, let's see here. We got the palms behind us. Just got back a few weeks ago from Fresno. I thought H Mart was open. H Mart's a Korean mega thing. Sell all sorts of stuff for the Asian community. Let's go over. Oh, and see, now the wind is kicking up, so the shirt stays on. It's like I can't win. Not a lot of chat, so you guys can just enjoy the ASMR, I guess, you know? Thanks to Philip and to Robert who contributed to us today. Appreciate you guys. What's a 1-bedroom apartment go for in this area? I don't even know. I'm not sure, man. This is the ones here. Some of these are like guard gated and really nice. Some of these are guard gated and not so nice. And some of these are not gated and not nice. Let's see what this says. SilveradoVillage.com. Let's see if there's any pricing on this. SilveradoVillage.com. Apartments for rent. Look at that. That could be your view, but not really. Welcome home. Lively location. They really like, I'm really gonna doubt that they show you the prices here. Yeah, there's no prices on this, but they're small. They got 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3+, 1 or 2 bathrooms. Oh, never mind. So 700 square feet. 700 square feet is going to run you 1,120 to 1,125. If you want something that's bigger, like they don't even post the price. 1,400 square feet, F you pay me. 1,194 square feet, F you pay me. 900 square foot, $1,400. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. I was trying to tell you guys, and somebody was trying to correct me yesterday or the day before. And I was saying to you, if you wanted to rent a single family residential home, detached home, you can be paying $1,800, $2,000 a month. And somebody was like, that's too, you're just getting screwed. Not really. This is not the nicest part of town. And it's $1,300 for 900 square feet. So, you know. Have I ever found any money? Nope. The only money I've ever gotten has been you guys donating. We found a cash out ticket for $10 once in the Planet Hollywood. These grow everywhere. These are pretty cool. Let me show you something cool. So when I was a kid in Canada, in Calgary, I used to go to the Devonian Gardens and see these, and that's an indoor garden downtown. But these just grow out here wild everywhere. So I went from being in a city where it was so cold, where something like this would only grow indoors in a climate control. But now these grow out here just wild as shrubbery. So that's kind of cool. What's up there, Bert? How you doing, buddy? It's just an iPhone jog. So Spring Mountain next over. This is Twain. And if we punch in, we can see the strip. Punch one more time. And got the bike lanes here. The bike lanes actually go all the way up to probably Wallapai on this road. It's really nice. They have them on both sides. Be careful out here though. Silverado Village. This is where there was it might be the next one up. I can't remember. We used to live in the complex just on the other side of those lights I was just showing you. And we came in one day after Super Bowl and there was like a drug dealer that got killed and stuff like that in this area. So we'll get over to Spring Mountain Road here. You can tell the age of the area too by how large these trees are. These are definitely mature. Mature trees. They look like olive trees. I don't know if they are for sure. But this is a bog standard Vegas life for a lot of people. So Spring Mountain is literally this light that we're coming to at the next intersection. I have merch, nobody buys it. There's lots of ways to reach out and contribute to the channel. I don't push them anymore because I believe if I push it and it doesn't come back, it doesn't help. You guys will find every way to contribute if you want to by looking for where it says more underneath the title of the video. Tap on the more word right there. So we'll tap on more. And then you'll see it says donate, shop for anything on Amazon, tap on more. And then you'll see all of our ways to contribute here. So nllvgear.com, blah, blah, blah. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Patreon, Bitcoin donations, NordVPN. We have our casino link, so you can go and play casino games. Sometimes we get a lot of contributions. Sometimes we get hardly any. The last 2 days, people are tapped out. The last of the month, they got to pay their bills. So I try not to be a hustler on the e-begging part, and I let the universe decide. Let God decide. God runs the universe. I let him decide if people are going to do a blessing, as we call them. I found a roll of money in the parking lot of pawn shop bricks before walking, and it was only $80. I gave it to a loved one. Hey, what's up? Have a good one, dude. At least he was nice about it. Last time I was in this area walking down the last street, Twain, I had mofos throwing rocks at me, chasing me around. It's like, no thanks. Don't want that no more. Dennis from the Netherlands. How you doing, Dennis from the Netherlands? Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. So like, give you an idea of how rents have gone up. Back in like 2013, we had a little condo similar to one of these because we were literally the next block over. And we paid for 900 square feet, we were paying $9.20 a month. So it was $1 per square foot back then, right? So not bad. Now you're paying for 700 square feet, $11.50 a month. That is a big change. Yeah, David, Chinatown, hidden dangers, bro. For sure. Could be. I mean, there's, here, let me type it in here so you guys can know I'm not bullshitting you. Chinatown, Vegas Task Force. So the LVMPD established a Chinatown task force in response to a spark in car break-ins and other crime in the area, aiming to improve safety and reduce crime rates. And there's like four sources there. So yeah, so we have special task forces that have been launched in this area to reduce crime because we have so much problems with it out here. Do I watch streamers? No, I don't have time for a lot of stuff. My watch history is mostly business, personal development. That's it. Business, sales, personal development, day trading. That's what I watch. Local Phonics tells you that I'm wrong. All right, cool. Good luck to you, sir. If it means anything to you, this is the only, this area is the only area we ever had a car broken into. Actually, we had our house broken into down here. We were out here. We went all the way over to Pops on Decatur near Alta. And it was Super Bowl, and we didn't want to watch Super Bowl because we didn't care about the teams. So we're sitting there at Pops, and I get, this is a long time ago, way before I ever did YouTube. And I get this notification that says that my Find My iPhone has been, Find My has been disabled or something. Whoa, thank you so much, Dana. Dana. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but thank you so much, Dana. Where's Dana? Dana Frazier, thank you so much. And it says, oh yeah, your Find My has been disabled on your iPad. I told my wife, we got to get home right now. And somebody had just kicked in our door. They had to use a pair of metal snips on our security door, kicked in our main door, taken all of our valuables. They're all gone. So that was no fun. And that happened just one block up. So, I mean, look, it can happen anywhere, I'm sure. That's right, local Phonics is telling you it is super safe. It is so safe that there's a Chinatown special task force to reduce crime in Chinatown. That's right. It's so safe that as recently as November, they've put way more officers here to try to stop all the people committing the crimes. Because when things are super safe, they always put more police officers there. Right? Anyways, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm glad you feel safe in this area. That's cool. I'm telling you that the numbers don't play out in your favor, but I'm glad you feel safe. There's a lot of neat little new areas here. All you can eat Korean barbecue. Man, I should have been here last night when all the Korean folks were jumping on my stream. I'll just do a midnight stream here. Hey guys, do you feel super safe? Yeah, sure you can have my phone. See, we got a lot of these signs, but these are normal. But this one's just made for Chinatown. You can see the Chinese writing on it. What does this sign say? Oh, this is super safe. This is the... I'm being a dick. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I love you so much. Super safe. So much so that it says, these days, high rates of thieves in Las Vegas. Please, farting your car. Parking your car? Farting your car. Parking your car without leaving your valuables, such as bags and laptops, visible. It is safer to keep your luggage, valuables out of sight in the trunk. Thank you. But it's super safe down here. What's up, Zach? Oftentimes the burglars are your neighbors. Yeah. They do. It's terrible, bro. So I want you guys to be safe down here. So that's the only reason I'm telling you that. If somebody in my chat randomly tells you that it's awesome, everything is awesome. I've never been up here before. Everything is great when you're part of a team. Well, it may not be the truth, and I'm going to always be a truth teller. Like, that's all I can do, right? I'm not here to sugarcoat it, man. So, oh yeah, we got a second level up here. Level up. Ooh, look at that strip view. Ain't that a nice one? I'm going to take my my sweatshirt off because I'm getting warm. What's up, Zach? Zach, my day trading brethren. You can see the broadcast tower for KTNV. That's the one by the stratosphere there. Everything is awesome. Fuku Burgers, smash and grab. Yeah, they also have that sign up at Fuku Burgers. And then they have these little things. I can see one from here. They blink red and blue all the time. And then they have these cameras on them. So they try to catch people doing bad stuff. Oh, I see a Cybertruck. Cybertruck. Maybe if I ever become a rich day trader, I'll buy a Cybertruck. Right, Giovanni. It is so safe, bro. It is so safe. I mean, I've only lived here 20 years. You guys have your opinions, and I respect them. So safe that there's special anti-crime task forces that have been created. It's so safe that nearly every business got so many people complaining that somebody broke into their car while they were eating lunch that they put up things say, hey, keep your shit out of sight because it's not safe here. But it's super safe in Chinatown. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Cool. Welcome to Chinatown, Las Vegas, everybody. Oh my gosh, what is this? Did I put my bag down on water or am I leaking? Hold on a sec. No, I'm not leaking. That's good. Must have put my bag down on some gross water or something like that. Is anywhere in Vegas safe? Yeah, man. Like if you got to Summerlin's super nice, super chill. Fuku Burgers is delicious. So we got some cool bakeries and stuff like that out here. So we'll just play a game of facts. Facts don't care about your feelings. I guarantee you there's going to be people in this chat that don't understand that I'm married to an Asian person who might think I'm racist or something. I'm not. I'm just telling you the way it is. Look at all the personal injury attorney stuff, man. There's one there. What's the safest place in Vegas, Summerlin or Mount Charleston? Well, Mount Charleston, man. Nobody's going to Mount Charleston to commit crimes. We got PT Law, Auto Accidents and Immigration. And then we have this guy back here, Sang Law Firm, Injury Law. Lots of injuries. How's the messages? Oh, you're talking about massages. I don't know, man. You know, actually, here's the thing. And I keep pounding you in the head to join my Patreon. We had a few members join this month, and I appreciate it. And it means a lot to me. It means the world. But we actually did a thing on Chinatown and massage parlors and stuff. We do these series on our Patreon called Band Vegas Stories. We can't put them on YouTube because they they refer to sex, violence, drugs. We use full naughty words that YouTube doesn't like. So we did one here called Sex Trafficked Whales. And we explored the idea of sex trafficking, Chinatown massage parlors. So the Patreon is a premium service. You have to pay money for it. But, you know, we post like content several times a week there. But what I'll do here is I'll share this one that we have that's completely free. You won't find, these are actually not even hosted on YouTube. And if you guys want to watch one of my Band Vegas stories and you think it might be worth it, it starts at $4.99 a month. It lets you support the creator. And if you use the link I just posted into the chats, then you could actually buy a year of Patreon in advance and save 20%. So that's some of the stuff we've been posting up on there. And we were talking about massage parlors out here and how they interplay with the casinos and how the high roller whales kind of do. What is this? Ooh. Ooh, that looks like somebody's trying to sell them something. That's smart. Come down here and stick it on everybody's window. So impersonal. Does that actually work? Wow, bakery. You guys want me to go into a massage parlor and see sexy ladies? I want to go into the bakery because I'm lame like that. Hi. Ooh, this looks good, doesn't it? Pork floss bun. Kind of, I don't know if this is Vietnamese. These look nice. They're all baked here. I can see the proofing racks on the back. Dang, look at this place. See, why buy a cake slice out of a vending machine when you can buy one freshly made here? Looks good. They do Grubhub too. Nice. Buy one of each. We'll be there soon. It's coming to me right now. I don't know how I'm getting the money for that kind of stuff, but we're gonna start doing that kind of stuff real soon. I promise you. I promise you. So we got the strip here. Resorts World, Fontainebleau, North End Circus, Trump Tower, Encore, Wynn. Very good. What's up, Bonsai Yama Review? Bonsai Yama Review might have a YouTube channel. And when I suspect that somebody has a YouTube channel, what I like to do when they take the time to actually make it like that, my wife loves the idea and the concept of bonsai. Oh yeah, we've already showed you the channel once. He's got 104,000 subscribers. So if you guys, yeah, we've actually seen this guy. Did we meet up in real life? Remind me, I don't even know. So Bonsai Yama Review. I haven't subscribed. I'm gonna subscribe to you. Now I'm subscribed. Shame on me. I'm gonna share this to my channel so you guys can go subscribe to him. He plays slots and stuff like that. So here, go subscribe to Bonsai Yama Review. And go give him some love. Here he is. He's got 104,000 followers. He's much bigger than me. He's got his silver play button. Congratulations to you, brother. That's a big accomplishment on YouTube. Too funny how that gentleman's club is smacked in the middle of Chinatown. There's Play It Again Sam's. Is that what you're talking about? Play It Again Sam's has got older ladies working there. I'm not joking. It's just older ladies. A lot. So I... How do we say this nicely on YouTube? It's very mature. So a lot of the women who are dancers, this is all they do. And they do it for 20 years. So they go from being a 21-year-old working in the clubs to a 41-year-old working in the clubs. And they find it hard to compete with the 21-year-olds. This is all brand new. We should go over here. But we'll have to go in on the way back because there's no crosswalk that's safe. There's another little plaza over here. Anyway, so they go down to like Play It Again Sam's across the street from us when they're in their 40s. And some guys like that. And they like to talk to the girls. The girls have more personality, more life experience, and all that kind of stuff. So Oh man, channel got hacked. That blows, bro. They got this statue out here that's significant. This is called the Chinatown Arch. And then let's see if they're doing anything in the mall, if the mall is still burnt out and depressing, because about 10, 15 years ago, this was a great mall to go into. And it's like now it's just nothing. I think there's like a plant store, a travel agency, an AT&T store, and maybe a bookstore in here. Those girls can make big bucks, bro. Those girls have, being a stripper is not glamorous, so you know, it often leads to sex trafficking and prostitution for some of them, not all of them. Of course, not all of them, of course. So, I'm going to tell you I'm ignorant on Asian culture. So, like, if Bonsai Yama review, if you're not ignorant or if somebody else is not ignorant, I want you guys to chime in on what I'm looking at here. So, second floor is like a showroom for furniture. Let's see if this is any better than it was, because it was sad before. Yeah, it's still kind of sad. There's a cool bakery over here. Hello. Yeah, this used to be completely leased. There used to be a Chinese restaurant inside around the corner here. And then now you get to here, and it's just not good. Not good. You can see here, this place is closed. But I remember living in this area, and when I wanted to take a walk, I would just take a walk here and go browse stuff. There's people in here. I can hear folks in here. We can turn off our noise isolation so you guys can hopefully hear what I'm hearing. So there it is. Arts and crafts. I don't know what a lot of this stuff ever was. Let me see if I can remedy that real fast. Translate. I don't know how well this will work here. So this isn't going to be what I want. Hold on a sec. We're going to do something here. Give me half a minute. Okay. Do. I got that stupid Jay-Z song stuck in my head. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Okay, so let's go here to camera. Allow. Continue. We're going to go to language, auto detect language. We can't do this on Apple. So, like, I don't know what this is here. I don't want to translate it to Spanish. What kind of silliness is that? Translate it to English. So, tap to show the original, then tap any words to translate. Translated text. Yeah, it's not even translating anything. Pretty lame, actually, so I don't know what it is. Dear customers, Fortune Decor has relocated. Oh, they're still in here. Fortune Decor Arts and Crafts. Great wall books. Zencore. I mean, it could be that it's Sunday, but this place used to be popping on Sunday. This place is out of business, man. They're out of business. It's not that it's closed on a Sunday. It's that there's just nothing in here. Just nothing. No chairs, no nothing. There's so many other barbecue all-you-can-eat places. It's kind of insane. So this is the store that was on the other side, Zencore, because I can see the logo is the same, or the characters are the same. So that's what we got out here. Once thriving, now striving to survive. Even the phone store closed. This was an AT&T store / travel agency. A lot of people, when they travel international to Asia, they use travel agents. Anna Taylor and Alterations upstairs, molten gold. Is the Golden Tiki open? I think they're 24 hours a day. Of course. Got our... Like I said, I don't know anything about the culture, dog, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Don't want to insult people. Diamond Bakery is very good. That's them there. I go by some time to time. Chinatown is like multiple streets. No, Chinatown is one street. Chinatown is Spring Mountain Road. I think that local phonics is a disagreeable person, which is fine. They're being respectful, at least. But they should start their own YouTube channel. They'd probably crush me. They'll have 100,000 followers before they know it, with all their knowledge. 99 Ranch is closing one of their locations here in town on Maryland Parkway. With no reason why. Look at this. You know, by the Bite of America Award, I don't know what this is, but 13th in the US. I stay away from restaurants that have a slow foot traffic of people. Well, these restaurants are okay. You know. A new and exciting vegetarian restaurant coming soon. They couldn't afford Canva, so they just used MS Paint. You should dig into Tivoli Village. No, I don't know. Really? Sounds like it's scandalous, huh? It's associations? Guys, associations with Tivoli Village. This is the Korean all-you-can-eat. This is the setup I was showing you guys on the stream. So they bring the stuff out, and they have the gas cookers and stuff like that. Whoa! Kenny Jones. Thank you, Kenny Jones. Boom shakalaka. Kenny Jones juiced us up with a blessing. He said, what are my thoughts of the Canucks versus Winnipeg? I think the Canucks probably have an edge. The Winnipeg Jets are a better team, but Winnipeg's got this culture of losing in the playoffs. And I think that Vancouver could be an upset surpriser for them. And if Winnipeg doesn't take Vancouver very, very seriously, we're talking about the playoffs on any game. I think the Canucks spoil the Winnipeg Jets. But that's what I think. Are we talking about the playoffs, though? I haven't looked at the playoffs, except for the Knights are probably going to play the Wild, which will be interesting. I don't think Marc-Andre Fleury will play in that series at all, but he's still on the team. And the last time he played in Vegas, there was like, this is his last game in Vegas, and everybody was so chill about it. But, yeah. Will the Leafs win the Cup? Maybe, I don't know. My father's a big Leafs fan. He's real negative on the team because he's been watching them his whole life. Never seen him win anything. And Asian market, baby. Oh, they got fresh durian here. Ooh, man. So when you're buying fruits and vegetables and stuff, a lot of the times these markets, if you have them in your local city, are a lot better than going to like Albertsons, Whole Foods, Smith's, wherever you have in your local town. They're gonna have way better prices on produce. I like how they just kind of like vomit out their entire everything here for all their seafood. They have a lot of fresh seafood. Amy! Oh, we have to say thank you to Amy. Amy making it rain with blessings on the channel. We call them blessings here because that's what it was. Golden Knights can win the Cup. They could. Hi. Let's see if we get kicked out. If we get kicked out, we're going to be respectful. Somebody wanted to see an Asian market inside. They don't like these cameras in here, so let's see. Is it okay or no? No. Yeah, see? No. You cannot stream here. Okay, bye. Okay, thanks, bye. Golden Knights hopefully could get home ice advantage. Oh, they already have home ice advantage. They're at the top of the Pacific Division. Unless they really start playing badly, I think they've already got that on lock. Yeah, guys, can you thank Amy, please? 454 times. You guys are making this stream fruitful. You're making me want to stream longer. I love doing this for my health, but you guys know when you support your local streamers, they stay out for much longer. Tesla. I just say the name Tesla. Some people think it's novel to see Teslas. Let me show you something. 1, 2, 3. 3 Teslas. 4. Look at that. I could just stand in one spot of Chinatown Plaza and count 4 Teslas. 4. Actually, let me see if there's any more. No, I don't see any more. But I know people in some parts of the country, they're like, woo, Tesla's cool. And I'm like, nope, not cool. I mean, wait, well, I like Tesla. I like Elon Musk. I know what this guy's a redhead maggot. Shut up. We're not talking politics. I like Teslas, though. I think they're cool little cars for the right people. Not for everybody, for the right people. But some people I know think it's cool to see them. And I'm like, come out to the southwestern United States, dog. You'll see so many in a single day. They fade into the background on you. You don't care as much, you know. It's got, actually, there's a 5th right across the street now. There's a 5th. I mean, it's crazy, right? So this used to be a place called Flamingo Pizza. Now it's a combination. Baby Stacks, that's like a little local place. I should call them to try to sell them ads. Sandoz Bowls and more. And then we have Hawaiian style poke, Wind Spa, take it easy. There's a 6 Tesla, that's 6. 6, Tesla number 6. And I haven't walked more than 50 yards. 6 Teslas. 6 Teslas, wah, Take it easy, take it easy. How many Teslas did we count? 17 or something like that. We were walking in downtown Summerlin this one time. Wilson K was there, I guess, and he was like, I was like, well, my trading mentor, she doesn't like to get attention, and she lives in a small town on the East Coast in a southern state. And so she was like, she owned a Model Y where the wings come out, you know, and she hated it because everybody was staring at her in a small little conservative town, and everybody's looking at her car, and she hates attention. Like, she can't stand it. And so she sold it. She sold her Tesla. This is the Dharma Center. Take it easy. It's a spa right here. Looks like they cater to women. Sorry, guys. Coffee roasters. Are you cereal? Wow, look at this place. This is rad. Look at this little place. See? Right here in Chinatown. Man, oh man, look how nice that is. This never existed 15, 20 years ago. The best Pop-Tart in the world. I love Pop-Tarts. I used to eat them when I was... Actually, why am I not eating Pop-Tarts to fill in my calories now? Pan de bono, pistachio croissants, raspberry scones. These look fantastic. The cinnamon rolls, I like them all glazy. That looks great, man. Yeah, so you know, they actually sell coffee from El Salvador here. That might have been a bakery in the past. Now it's a coffee shop. Yeah, actually, I went in there thinking that was a bakery. Do you guys remember, like months ago we were down here, that was a bakery, now it's a coffee shop. Salvadorian bakery, now they sell Salvadorian coffee. That could be a good or a bad sign. I'm from Canada and there's a lot of Teslas. Oh, okay, Model X, Model Y, Model Q, I don't know. No idea. No idea, man. I don't know nothing. Go, go, go. Oh, that's a Polestar. That's a nice one. It's the EVs everywhere. Take it easy. There's lots of Hawaiian and Filipino stuff down here for sure. Lots of Korean stuff. Actually, if anything, this is becoming more Koreatown than Chinatown. This is Baby Stacks. This is like traditional pancakes and stuff like that. So this is a Vegas place. It's been around for a while. They've been expanding in the valley, which is great. Love to see expansion. So this little area, whoa, Keith keeping us live. Keep us live, Keith. Thank you, Keith, $20. I've been telling you guys before, if you guys don't know this, we're gonna stop for a minute, rest my legs, talk about Chinatown here. If you guys don't know, when you want your streamers to stay online, just throw money at them. We feel obligated. Let me get some water here. Oh boy, it's really nice here. This used to be right here. This used to be an area where it was mostly, it was a pizza place here called Flamingo Pizza. And they sold pizza and chicken fingers and stuff like that. You had no chair.
I know. All the tables, you take the one with no chair.
I've heard of like standing work desks, but I've never heard of standing while you're at the restaurant.
Podcasting right now?
I'm doing a live stream, yeah.
Oh, have a nice day.
You too, guys. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. So this used to be a place called Flamingo Pizza, and they would sell like big doughy pizza crusts. It smelled really good. I never got to eat here. There's a place across the way on Twain called Little Italy Pizza, and they were really good until they weren't. They changed their dough, and then their ingredients just got terrible. Like I don't know anything about cooking, but I know that if I'm eating green peppers on pizza, I should be able to taste the flavor in it, and I just couldn't taste the flavor in anything. Tanya Rabbit Carrier says, I miss Vegas. I don't know when I will return because of the Trump situation with Canadians. Lots of people don't want to go south. Tanya, here's the thing, man. You didn't ask me your opinion, but you kind of opened the door on that. I'm a Canadian by birth, and I'll tell you right now, don't look to your politicians to run your life. I am blurry as hell. It's not focusing on my face. Don't look to your politicians to run your life and make your decisions for you. North Americans used to worship God or Yahweh or Yeshua or Allah more than they do now. And it seems like now we've there's no such thing as atheism. There's no such thing as atheism. And the reason why is that you're going to worship something, right? You're going to worship something. So you can't be an atheist. You have to have some kind of pursuit in your life. You might worship money, and you're pursuing money on a constant basis, and you'll never feel fulfilled because you can always get more money. You might worship your looks and your aesthetics, and if that's the case, as Radiohead said in a song once, gravity always wins. You're going to die 1,000 deaths before you actually die your final death. You might worship politicians, you might worship politics. And if that's the trap you're in right now, and I feel bad for you guys because I got trapped in there back last fall, but I found it important that we make the right choice. What I found was the right choice was Trump. And then I got caught up in that so much that I lost people on my YouTube channel. So what I'm saying to you is that if you're worshiping politics right now, if you're listening to all the Canadian politicians clap on about how Donald Trump this and Orange Man that, and I'm going to solve all your problems, only you can solve your problems, right? Only you can solve your problems. Your politicians are never going to do anything for you. They're going to do self-serving things for themselves. So you should you not come to Vegas? Should you miss out on your life? Should you miss out on coming to this amazing city and sitting right here, just 2 miles off the Las Vegas Strip, and trying cuisine that you can't get in Canada, or going to an El Salvadorian coffee shop and having a killer banger cup of coffee because some politicians told you that Orange Man's bad and that you should hurt the United States? I would say no, but that's up to you, and I respect your decision to deprive yourself of life's joys if you feel it's important to you. But on a grand scheme of things, somebody picked on me for saying the word kilometer wrong last night. Does it really matter? I said 20,000 words last night over the course of 4 hours, and they want to pick on that little minutia. It's not worth it. So that's my take on that. And so you do what's best for you, and I can't tell you what's best for you. I'm Canadian, and I will be in Vegas in May. The elitists do as they like, so will I. Many of the family disagree. And if your family is going to divorce you over your politics, that's the saddest thing in the world, dog. And I feel bad for those people, but they'll come back to you if they're worth it to you. Let's see here. If you don't want to come to the U.S. because of Trump, stay home. We just like China's politics, yet buy most of the stuff made in China. Funny how that works. Let's see here. Worth repeating, LV Chinatown is awesome. Love it there. So much good food. As a Canadian, I'm less likely to come to the States based on our crappy dollar. That's another thing too, right? Being indigenous, we hear a lot of things that can happen to us. I love to travel. I went to Jamaica 2 weeks ago and I flew into Dallas and it was okay, no hassles at all. Cool. Oh, okay, Carrier. I didn't know that was an indigenous name. That's interesting because Carrier is a French name. I bet you a lot of people call you Carrier. But we had William Carrier. He's an NHL hockey player. And I'm being Canadian myself, I can see like the names and stuff of people and stuff like that. Rabbit, oh, I see Rabbit. Okay, Rabbit Carrier. I get it. Are you Métis? What are you? What are you? Are you Sioux? Are you Métis? Are you Blackfoot? Like, are you Western? Are you? I don't know a lot about Canadian. I know like in Alberta, you have like the Blackfoot, you have Métis, you have like Red River Colony, and you know what's interesting too, you're Blackfoot. you know, Tanya, you never thought you'd get on a live stream and have some jackball in Vegas talk to you guys and go, are you Blackfoot? This is what I learned, and I don't know if this is true. The Blackfoot Indians or indigenous people, there's a place in Calgary where I'm from called Blackfoot Trail, and it was named after a historic runner from the Blackfoot tribe who would run races, foot races, I think is what it was. But the Blackfoot are named the Blackfoot, from what I learned, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, this could just be folklore, because what they would do is on the plains in southern Alberta, they have badlands or literal cliff drop-offs, and what they would do is they would light grass on fire at the end of the season when it was a drought season, and it would burn and it would force the buffalo to the front of the cliff, and then the buffalo would fall over the cliff. So that's how they did their hunts. And then they would go down and they would use every single part of the buffalo or the bison. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. So Deerfoot, thank you. You're right, Deerfoot. Deerfoot's different than Blackfoot, right? But that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. It could be true. It's a likely plausible story that white people tell each other, I guess. You know. Yeah, if you guys think that socioeconomic stuff in the States is different. In Canada, they've gone through the ringer with that kind of stuff, man. In Canadian government, they separated indigenous kids. So when we say indigenous, what we're doing is we're kind of referring to the term Native American, but the Canadian term is indigenous or First Nations people. And they wanted to make the First Nations or indigenous people fit in more with white culture. So they forcibly separated children as young as 5 years old from their families on their reservations, and they would take them out so far away that they were inaccessible to the family, and they would put them in these Catholic government-run schools, and then they would indoctrinate these kids and ban them from speaking their native tongues, make them speak English. And it's a really dark, horrible portion of Canadian history that only really came to light in the last few years, and it's a big point of contention in Canada. So interesting. Buffaloes were forced to the cliffs. That's how we hunted. See? You never thought, Tanya. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? Have you subscribed? I think I earned your subscription. If I do say so myself. Oh, man. I love talking to you guys like this. Let's keep the conversation going because it's a lot less damaging on my feet. We got the wind kicking up behind me, too. I don't know if you guys see the stuff moving over my corner. Let's see. So have you guys been to Chinatown? That's the question I have for you guys. Have any of you guys been to Chinatown? Tell me in the comments. Tanya has subscribed. Thank you so much. Let's read some more of your comments here. I'm Canadian. I still go to the States. It's not Trump's fault. Make sure you show your support by liking, sharing. Yeah, that'd be great if you guys could. You can't worship the almighty dollar, bro. You're supposed to use your money to serve people, not yourself. So Terrence has been. Stacy has not been, and Rich has been. Rich, you must have come here. Did you do photography here? My man Rich is a master photographer. You should go buy his photo book. Let's go look at Rich L photography. Rich L Leggett. I can't spell it. Rich Leggett photography. You can buy it. He does photography. He's good at this stuff. It's richleg.com, is that right? Rich, are you richleg.com? I don't know if you are. You sell a photo book, Officiant, photo by Rich. I'm trying to figure out, I've seen your site before. Yeah, there you are. So I'm gonna post photo by Rich here so you guys can go see how good of a photographer he is. He's a master. He's a master at photography. Go see, this is part of our community, guys. You gotta support our community, okay? I haven't been, we got lots of chats going on. I posted the link twice in there if you wanna go visit Rich's website. You're focused on models. I've been to Chinatown, Los Angeles. Chinatown, Koreatown, Los Angeles, these places are massive in comparison to Vegas. It's just not even a question. We went out to Koreatown. I mean, like, you get into those areas, like even Calgary's Chinatown is way different where I'm from. Like, there's no English anywhere. It's like super old buildings, 100 years old. This area only came up in the 1980s. This area is pretty new. I've been to Chinatown in Seattle, but not Las Vegas. And then we're gonna have a little Philippines, which will be like Maryland Parkway, which is good. Let's see here. If you are Chinese, then chances are yes. I've been to Chinatown, but I haven't been to Chinatown, but I'm gonna do as much of the off-strip stuff this week in Vegas as I can. Jason the Mason. If you wanna get here, it's really easy to get here. Just go to the Treasure Island, cross the street over to the Fashion Show Mall and take the bus going west to get here. You could walk it. The weather's nice right now, but it's quite a walk, quite a hike. You may not wanna do it. But it's worth coming. You don't have to have an Uber or a Lyft, and pretty much you could walk most of Chinatown. We're gonna go around the corner, go into the Golden Tiki and stuff like that in a few minutes here. But it's funny because here's why it's funny, right? When there's 17 different streamers going all at once, I talk like this and I lose everybody. But today I have a captive audience, so I can actually communicate with you guys and keep my audience on here, which is fun. Chinatown is more diverse. It includes food of Vietnamese, Korean, Japan, Taiwanese, etc. There's also Filipinos represented here, of course. And then, as you notice, we had like El Salvadorian stuff down there, which is cool. And there's also French out here. So what some of you may not know, is that, back in the day, it wasn't just England. It wasn't just England and Spain that was going from place to place trying to colonize the world. The French also had a part of that. So the French went to Vietnam and they instilled their culinary stuff into Vietnam. So Vietnamese food also has a very, very hyper coffee and baguette type of bread culture. So Vietnamese sandwiches are popular. There's a place called Lee's Sandwich Shop just around the corner we're gonna go check out in a few minutes here. So we go to a place called Pho Saigon 8, which is Vietnamese, and I get the Vietnamese coffee, and the way it comes is they bring you a canter of hot water, like a thermos, and then they bring you the grounds in the little drip, and you pour the hot water and it drips and drips through. And they bring condensed milk. I don't drink it. I drink it black. And I'll tell you this, like, I'm pretty good at caffeine. Like, caffeine doesn't bother me very much. I'm freezing right now. I should put my jacket, I'm cold. Caffeine doesn't bother me all that much, but if I have a Vietnamese coffee, I am like this. Like, I'm pretty stable, right? See that? Cool as a cucumber. Vietnamese coffee. It's crazy. Have you been to America Town in China? Is there such thing? I've never been to China. I probably won't go to China. Is Chinatown off of Spring Mountain Road? It is Spring Mountain Road. Spring Mountain Road is Chinatown. They are one and the same out here, guys. Yeah. Anyway, I do have an energy drink in here too. The 7-Eleven near my house has these 7-Eleven, and I don't know about in Canada or anywhere else, but they started coming up with their own line of products. So we have this one here with the 7-Eleven logo on it. But they had these for $1 when you punch in your phone number. You can't buy an energy drink for $1. So, and then the guy keeps honoring the prices, and this is the assistant manager. So I finally brought him over and I said, "Are you going to honor the price today? Because I'm about to buy 4 of these, and they're going to ring up the wrong way." So he's a super chill cat, and he gave me the price, $1. You people in coffee, 28 years, never a cup of coffee. It's all in your head. Oh yeah, Giovanni, you're right. No, check this out. Caffeine is terrible for you, but it's not terrible for you, you know? So caffeine has some anti-aging properties. Caffeine has some good properties, but caffeine has highly addictive properties. And caffeine will run roughshod over your entire central nervous system. So if Giovanni's not doing caffeine, I'm very impressed. And yeah, you don't have to have it to function at a high level. But once you get into it, it traps you. Caffeine is a trap. It's like alcohol. I live here in Vegas since 2008. Girlfriend is Chinese. Enjoy the food in Chinatown. Like your streams. Thank you, Philip. Bruce Lee, born in San Francisco, California, Chinatown. Was he born in the United States? I thought he came over fighting in a tournament. Just kidding. The crash is awful sometimes with caffeine. There's different types of caffeine nowadays that you can get that are engineered, like they're actually distilled in different ways. So they have less of a crash associated with them. I need a cup of coffee to sleep. Some people have weird neuromuscular systems, that's true. They're doing the Cure, but it's some like sad singer. Okay, caffeine is a vitamin paired with taurine and theanine, pure focus bliss. Right, but the problem is the caffeine trap. It's a trap. You guys should look up how caffeine rewires your brain. You should go look that up. It exists. Caffeine rewires your brain. It makes you, caffeine, you know, to take caffeine, it jacks up your nervous system. You go to the gym, you push more weights. But when it wears off, you get a flood of adenosine that will make you exhausted until you have another hit of caffeine to wipe out the flood of adenosine. And I mean, it's not good on your vascular system. There's a whole reasons not to do caffeine. But anyways, it's a sweet trap. I've been off of caffeine entirely. I might try to go off of it again. I don't know for sure. Let's go. Oh, this bag is heavier than it sounds. And I have old man noises. Dad bod. Dad bod old man noises. All right, let's go and check out some more stuff. I gotta get you guys some entertainment. I will always love you. Okay, checking in, Kyle. How you doing, Kyle? Nice to see you, brother. Whenever I'm in love with you. Okay. Boom. So they got even more counter space out here at this place, but it's not being used right now. So this is this right here is called the Center at Spring Mountain. This was like the original Chinatown area, and it's been gentrified to an extreme extent. If you come here about 15 years ago, it was nothing but like insurance offices and little places you've never seen before. And like you just like one-off little businesses, like, you know, Jim's Insurance Company, you know, medical supplies, stuff like that, CPAP machines. Now, we had a flood of businesses coming in. Look, they got a Rolls-Royce golf cart. They do. Like, look at this, man. They got a Rolls-Royce golf cart here. Rolls-Royce, man. See it right there. So a lot of these places come from Cali, and they open up locations here because it's cheap. I don't know if I'm near the Tesla station that blew up. I don't know. I'm not sure. Bamboo. Bamboo smoothies. Get your bobas. Get your boba on. More claw games, huh? A lot of these places are closed on Sundays, or they open it later. This one opens at 11. Claw Joyland. From the outside looking in, claw games. How's Vegas on Sundays? I mean, it's pretty nice now. Got lots of bakeries. I like Sundays. Sundays are good. I like it when football's done. Actually, I like it when football's on because you got the cooler temperatures come in. You can enjoy the outside. So we got some high-end stuff too here. Burberry, Tiffany, Versace, Spring Mountain Vision, Vegas Flooring Outlet. Whoa, Gilbert, thank you so much for becoming a local Las Vegan Level 1, $1.99 a month. Appreciate you, brother. Fo Kim Long. Fo Kim Long. I've eaten here. It's okay. Lots of Vietnamese. This place has been here for 15 years. How much is the price of a regular? I don't want that. Vermicelli, spicy beef noodle. Where is it? Wok style, no. Where's the pho noodles? Where's the pho? Vietnamese, here it is. $16.95. These were $12.95 a few years ago. Went up a little bit. Beef pho, $17. One of the best dishes you can ever get. Get the meat on the side, you put it in the boiling water, make it any level of rare you want it. Good stuff. Feng shui. Whenever I live with you. What's this, Mighty Bowl? Wisdom for living this recognized and the importance of self-care and mental health, for sure. You make me feel like I am. So this is Lee's Sandwiches. I was telling you guys about the importance of breads and coffees in Vietnamese culture. So this is Vietnamese sandwich shop out here. You see this a lot when in these businesses, the Buddha, you donate your coins to it, tap its head, rub its head. I didn't donate, so I'm not tapping. And you get these free newspapers. Filipino-American entrepreneurs learn path to minority business certification. Just call Sam Hadari. Philippine Times of Southern Nevada. Faith, fairness, freedom. The Valley's guest guidepost since 2003. Cool. This is where I get leads for work. Call these guys up. See if they want to be in my magazine. Actually, I should probably take one of those. Yeah, I'm going to take that home with me. Those are all leads to call. Because my company refuses to build a proper sales line, I have to cold call all my own leads, even though I'm mostly a closer. Which is mind-numbingly boring, but yeah. What's up, Brenda? Never been to Chinatown in Vegas. Would you say it is a must? If you've been here more than once, yeah. Yeah. I mean, because the thing is, you're going to come to Vegas so many times, and then you're like, what do I do now? Go to Chinatown. But if it's your first time in Vegas, I wouldn't say skip it, but I would say it's not your focus. You want to see the strip. What's for lunch? I don't know. I'll probably go home, and on the way home, depending on the donation flow, I might go and treat myself to some Quest protein chips or something. And I'll probably just snarf on those, and then around 2 o'clock I'll have my whey protein Honey Nut Cheerios that I always get. This is all like, a lot of these things out here. Trying to see what country of origin. So this is Korean, even though we're in a Vietnamese place, kimchi. This is a lot of Korean stuff here. This is Filipino, for sure. My wife buys these and gets like, not this one, but like similar stuff with that similar branding. So this is the sandwich shop. We'll take you to the sandwich shop. Man, that looks good. 500 calorie cookie, that'll break your diet right there. So yeah, this is the Vietnamese sandwiches up here. And you might like them. They put a lot of different stuff on them. The meats are way different too, right? Special combination. 10-inch baguette. And that's that Vietnamese culture with the sandwiches and stuff like that. This place has been around forever. I think this is, I don't know if there's this in LA or whatever, but you know, and if you guys are like into chips and crackers and cookies, oh, these are the mother loving bomb. Oh, I can't tell you how fat I got. I got so fat. These are so good. I think these are actually made in the Philippines, even though they have Japanese on them. Yeah, this is made in the Philippines. Look at the calories on this bitch. There's 5 servings in here. It's 150 calories per serving. So you're like talking how many calories, right? 15 times 3. 15, 30, 450, 500. There's like 600, 700, 800 calories in here. I used to eat a bag of these, 2 bags of these. I got so fat, I didn't even look at the calories back 20 years ago. The adobo are the best, and the barbecue are the best. So what I'm saying is, if you come into Vegas and you like snacks and stuff like that, you gotta try stuff like this. These are deep fried peanuts with a shell of batter on them and the best ever seasonings. They're so good. This is actually all Filipino stuff. You might know these as Andy Caps. These are Andy Cap, these little potatoes. But these are not made in the United States. Like, these are distributed by, but they're made in like Quezon City, Philippines. So these are actually Filipino products. And if you're into snacks and weird things that come off the strip, you're gonna find like shrimp snacks. You're gonna find different brands. These are Filipinos snacks too. This is also Jack and Jill. This is like the Frito-Lay of the Philippines. You find these everywhere. What's weird about their culture, listen to how thick and full of air. Look at that. Now when you buy chips in the United States, they are never this full of air, right? Look at how full of air this is. You can't crush it. This is like amazingly cool. These are sold all over, so you can see all the international stuff, but it's Filipino brand. Some of these stuff is really good. Try it. Owe it to yourself to try it. They have different types of like Pringles. These are from Dubai or Saudi Arabia or something like that. Yeah, right here. And we're so close to the strip. You can take a bus here in 10 minutes. You can take an Uber or Lyft here in 5 minutes. It's pretty dope. Weren't all US bags? Dude, no way. Like I said, I'm gonna buy Quest protein chips, right? There's a good chance that those things are crushed and it's terrible. Like, you know, I try to find the ones that don't rattle as much, you know, but everything over there is full of air, man. It's good for shipping. How much? Well, they're sold by weight, not by volume. Like, geez, man, why are you all so negative? I'm telling you, it's a positive that there's a lot of air in the bag because it doesn't crush the chips in transport. And you guys like, how much is it for a bag full of air? Dude, love you, be positive. Terrence, does the air make the product stale? No, usually not. Like, for example, you can go to an American grocery store and buy Wahlburgers, and Wahlburgers last a really long time, the burger patties, because they use a type of air process that actually keeps food longer. It's totally healthy for you. There's no problems with it. And I can't remember the name of the process, but it's a scientific process to keep foods fresh longer. And those will have an expiration date. They're fine. Listen, man, I understand a lot of y'all are not necessarily like tuned into having an open mind on stuff. I would recommend you have an open mind on things. Just have an open mind on things. This is the golden tiki. Don't look in the portholes. All right. Are you ready? It reeks like rum right now, like you don't even know. How you doing? No worries. I'm just gonna do a walkthrough. Show my viewers. We're not gonna look in the portholes. Last time somebody said, don't look in the portholes. So what did I do? I looked in the portholes. I had to delete the entire live stream because of obvious reasons.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Say just about that, and also the bathrooms have some.
Yeah, well,
be about it.
I turn the camera off if I go to the bathroom. It's for me reasons. Do you guys? How's it been? Has it been busy or what?
Oh yeah, we had a pretty busy weekend.
That's good.
Usually a Sunday kind of slows down after a busy Saturday.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, feel free to check it all out.
Can you show them the light switch trick?
Oh yeah, gotcha.
So this place here is amazing. Check this out. This is like Rainforest Cafe for adults. So he's gonna go around the corner, and look at this. It's so cool, man. It's like it all lights up. Look at it, man. This is the Golden Tiki off Spring Mountain Road, man. How neat is that, right? We're gonna go check out some weird, bizarre stuff in here, man. So So it's Rainforest Cafe for grown-ups. I've come in here before, it's been so packed. It just gets like slammed, and it's a great, they have gaming and stuff like that for y'all. So they do gaming in here, all the alcohol you can have, drink specials all the time. Pretty neat, man, it's awesome. You guys are 24/7, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So it's a weird place. I remember when I was a kid growing up in Canada, and we would go to Clifton Hill, and they would have this kind of bizarre stuff, which are taxidermied things that are all stitched together. You're like, see the crazy mermaid. So there's portholes back here, and if you look through them, there's full frontal nudity and stuff like that. They have some Vegas-related stuff down here. And I know I saw Rick Harrison voodoo heads and stuff like that. But they got Ernest Hemingway, Blondie, call me. They got Blondie, Nicolas Cage. So you could come back in here, man. What a trip this is, right? Oh, man. Charles Bukowski. Some of these I don't know. Joe Esposito, musician. Best around. Hunter S. Thompson. Some of these I don't know. All their names. I think they have a Johnny Depp one down here. Is this Johnny? This might be Johnny Depp, I'm not sure. Right, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Right, Clifton Hill back before it was Disney-fied. Right? So, right. So I'm gonna use the little boys' rooms, so just hold on for a minute, because I've had to do the pee dance since we were sitting and chatting. So I'm gonna turn my camera and my microphone off for a moment. You don't have to go anywhere, you can chat amongst yourselves. Topic in the chat will be, do you think this is cool enough to get off the strip? Yes or no, tell me why. Have you ever been here? What's your experience with this kind of stuff? Do you think this is cool enough to go off the strip for? Would you make the trek to come to a place like this? Cheaper drinks, gaming, and a local vibe, Davy Jones's Locker, Rainforest Cafe for adults. And I'll be right back in half a second. Okay, so we're back, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to post up a couple of photos on Patreon of what the bathroom wallpaper looks like, and can't show you otherwise. Are we okay, though? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So can't show you guys otherwise on YouTube, because I would lose my channel. Full frontal stuff, so I'll show you what that looks like on Patreon. I'm going to post it up right now. By the way, it's women nudity, so there's that. So let me post that up on Patreon for you guys. So if you're a Patreon member, you get extra stuff with us. And I'm gonna post those too from the men's room right now. Give me half a sec, guys. Let me plug my mic back in too. What's up, Mark Davino? My man, Mark. Hey guys, can you do me a favor right now? It's really important to me. Are you listening to me? Say yes in the chat if you're listening to me. Guys, are you listening to me? Can you hear me okay? Say yes in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. So this will be the XXX rated. Okay, I want you guys to say get well soon, Mark, or get well fast, Mark. Do me that favor. Mark has been watching us forever, and he had a major medical challenge where they didn't think he would even pull through, and then he beat all odds and got home super fast. And now he's just pulling everything back together, and means a lot to me if you would tell him, Mark, get better real fast, bro, okay? Triple X rated. Thank you guys, I appreciate you guys. Triple X rated golden tiki. So I'm gonna post these 2 photos up here, and you guys are not allowed to see these on YouTube. Literally, if you're a woman on my Patreon, you're gonna be like, gross. How come there's triple X rated wallpapers? But who can see this? Paid members only. Select tiers. I'm gonna do this for anybody who's over $4.99 a month. $36 per month. Really? $21 per month for members. Cool. Publish. Rather watch you than Major League Baseball. Well, I mean, there's like 500 baseball games going at any given time, right? So, look at that, man. Everybody wants you to get better, Mark. You gotta get back on the day trading train, brother. What's up, Toddler's World? I mean, they play how many games? What is it? 81 or 91 home games? So what is it? 162 game season of Major League Baseball? 182? Can't remember. I don't watch baseball. Not a baseball guy. 81, yeah. So you got 81 home games, you got 81 away, so you got a 162 game season. I mean, it's got to be one of the most brutal sports to actually compete in. Mark, you're fine, dude. You're fine, dude. Me and Trish are going to show you how to hack the day trading charts like we're doing. You're going to be rich. You're going to win so much money. It's going to be stupid. So we got all of our shrunken heads out here. Golden Tiki. So these are the portholes you're not to look through. This one is fine. Pirate swords. Oh, there's nothing in here though, unfortunately. Look, man, no hate. You know, it's literally America's pastime. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not for me. I don't have time. You know, baseball's done stuff recently to speed up the game and the flow, and that's good too, you know, but still not my thing. So what do you guys do for drink specials around here?
Yeah, so basically every day we have our happy hour out, which is these drinks right here.
Okay.
We've got the Mai Tai, the Punch of Panzan, which is like a strawberry apricot punch.
Right.
Scorpion, which is like a keg cocktail. It's very fizzy and nice, nice easy drinking, sort of ginger and dark rum cocktail.
Nice.
Blue Lagoon, kind of like our take on a Blue Hawaii.
Yep.
A little bit more flavor to it. It's really nice.
Right.
And Hemingway's Ruin, if you like a classic daiquiri, that one's really good too.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of like
And then
a
you
little
do.
condensed version of our full large.
You got a full, you got a big menu too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We got a little tri-fold menu, which is
Wow.
everything.
That's everything.
So,
Take one of
whole bunch
everything.
drinks.
That's
Kinda
right.
Keep it organized with some classics and some originals in there.
That's awesome. And then this is your food menu. You got a whole food menu going in here. That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How long have you guys been open for again? I know I've been here for 20 years. You guys have been here for 10, 15 years, something like that?
We're going on our 10th anniversary.
That's great.
But before that, we were like a different sort of like a concept, but still kind of like the same bar.
You were here, you guys were down here before all of these Californians started moving in and making this whole plaza different, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
I remember I was going to try to pick up an order at the Kung Fu Thai,
Yeah.
and it was like a Friday night, and I couldn't find a parking spot because one of those hoity-toity restaurants had turned the whole damn east side of the parking into a valet.
Yeah.
And I said, it's a valet? It's a valet. Anyways, you do you.
See your IDs?
Thank you, brother. That was crazy, man.
They do that. That's
Yeah.
what Cali always does.
That's Cali for you, man. Yeah. See you later, guy. So that, yeah, I remember that, man. They had a valet. It's like valet parking here, of all things, man. That's good, man. Like, look at the atmosphere, dude. You have a great time. So here we got our Patreon post. If you're on Patreon, let's see if it refreshes. Here it is. So we put 2 images up here You guys want to subscribe to Patreon, XXX Golden Tiki Share. You guys are not going to see this on YouTube. I can't show it on Facebook. I will share it in the chats, and you guys can take advantage of that. And you guys can help support us and get something in return. Plus, you get all of our banned. You get all of our banned Vegas videos. You get all of our extra photo shares. You get life thoughts and stuff like that. So that's cool. So go support us on Patreon, buy a year, spend $500 a month. It's $4.99 a month, but you could spend $500 a month, but nobody's ever done that before. Maybe someday we'll do that someday, who knows. All right, really good watch repair place down here. It's one of the originals. Show you guys one of the best Thai and Chinese restaurants in town too, just in a few minutes here. Called Kung Fu Thai. It's been here since, the name of that place was the Golden Tiki. Golden Tiki. There is a Tiki place, we saw it downtown, but I don't know that it's the same as this one, and I almost guarantee you the prices are a lot more. So. We also have Zeba shoes. I'm gonna give a plug for these guys, even though they don't pay me anything. But they gave me a pair of shoes once. They weren't for me. I found that they didn't work for me, but this place, Zeba shoes, might be for you if you have somebody in your life with mobility issues. And I'll show you exactly why. And you can buy them online, but what they are is they're hands-free shoes. Now, I know there's other brands that do this, but this is a local Vegas place. I think the family's from like Istanbul, or it was once Constantinople. Istanbul was once Constantinople, baby, Istanbul. Nobody knows that song. So this is Zeba, and this is how they work. You don't have to bend down to put on your shoes. They stay laced up, and you just like put your foot into them. And they have sporty shoes, they have dressy shoes. Boom, pretty cool, right? So Zeba shoes, if you guys know somebody with mobility issues or whatever. And they gave me a free pair because some of my viewers came over here and bought some of these because they had those mobility issues. It wasn't for me. They gave me this one here. I liked it, but what I found was the back didn't work with my Achilles very well. So, but I recommend them for people that don't want to bend down. It's not putting on the Ritz. It's what was that? That's a Canadian band or something. It's a song. Istanbul was once Constantinople. It's an old song. Yeah, they might be Giants. Yeah. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they change it, I can't say. I guess they liked it better that way. I'm old. I'm old. This is a great watch repair place owned by a nice Jewish family. It's what's this? I can't remember the name right now. It's M&M, J&R, M&I. M&I International, except their hours suck ass. So I go to Anka Jeweler up the street. It's another nice family-run place over on Spring Mountain Road in Decatur. They're cool. This place here is only walk-up, only pick-up, gluten-free, vegetarian, vegan, blah, blah, blah. So you order your stuff, Power Soul Cafe. You pick it out of this lockbox, and you take it home with you. So that's the only way to order here. So no people in there. Let's go over to see if Kung Fu Thai is open. This is our original place. My wife took me. I had the chicken, what is it? The lemon chicken, orange chicken, sweet sour chicken. Now, what the hell? Did they close? Oh, no, 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 no. Don't tell me that they closed permanently. Oh, no. No way, that's a bike lock. You can't see it. They have a bike lock on here. Oh, I would be so heartbroken if this place closed. Like, Kung Fu Thai. It's been around since 1973. They kind of built the entire plaza around this place. Nina sent me Bitcoin last night. That was pretty rad. Thank you, Nina. Appreciate it. If you guys don't know, Nina says to send donations. Steven doesn't like to talk about donations as much as he used to. But what you can do if you guys want to send donations is you can click on below where it says more, right there, below the title. Then it'll give you this, and then you click on more right by my thumb, and then it gives you this. And then you can see, you can click on the donate link to go to a place where you can click on PayPal if you don't have a PayPal account. But here's all of my particulars. So thank you guys for any consideration. Is that the real Nina Hartley? I don't know about that. But they sent me Bitcoin last night, that person did, so that was cool. They sent me $10 of Bitcoin. And looking at it right now, that means that we have probably less because of the way Bitcoin has been going up and down. But it don't matter. It'll go up over time. It's very sanitary not to use shoes you've been using all day in the world on your clean floors. That's probably true, I guess. I don't know. By the way, thank you to Amy and Robert today, our only 2 cash appers. We're going to say thank you. We're not closing the stream down. I'm just saying thank you. I'm giving my gratitude for my blessings right now from all of you guys who have been great to us. Thank you to, let's see here. Oh, man. Travis donated twice, but it's pending. I don't know why that is. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate you. Keith Woodson, Kenny Jones, Dana Frazier, and Philip. That's our 4 that we had in PayPal today. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Kyle. Kyle. Thank you so much, Kyle. Kyle sent $5 to the Cash App. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Kung Fu Thai closed. I have to type this into the Google. Kung Fu Thai restaurant, Vegas closed. It doesn't say it's closed. It says that they're open, but they're closed today. Order online. I don't know, man. It looks like their website's still active. I'm not sure about their hours of operation, I guess. This is updated March for Yelp. Let's see if Yelp can tell me what's going on here. Oh, it's not open yet. They open in 23 minutes. They're late open today. Good. Thank God for that. Hey, by the way, thank you to Mark D, my man who's getting better soon. He actually did $5 to our PayPal. Thank you so much, Mark D. Yeah, it's still open. It's just like I say, they don't open until 11:30, I guess, today. So no breakfast service for you. So we got the Cybertruck. Would you, okay, listen, let me ask you a question. Be honest with me. And no one's gonna attack you for your views. I promise you that. If they do, I will mute them for 5 minutes. So I will mute you for 5 minutes. Don't attack people. If you had the money, if you had the cash money, would you go for it? That's the question, guys, okay? Question of the day. If you had the cash money, would you go for Cybertruck? Would you go for Cybertruck if you had cash money? It's a good question. I want to know. Okay, we got a lot of no's. I think it looks dope. I think it's my 8-year-old fever dream from when I watched RoboCop. I'm all for it, bro. I'm down with Chinatown. We're gonna walk up the other side right now. Yes, bye. I don't know that the Hummer is better. The Hummer does the crab walk. That's pretty cool. Rivian's better, maybe. It does. It looks like 8-year-old me designed it, dude. It looks like Back to the Future 2 cars. Do you understand? Do you vibe with what I'm saying? Back to the Future 2 car. Let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? It looks like the cars from Back to the Future 2. Here's the cars in Back to the Future 2. The regular cars, not the DeLorean, they look like this, right? You see it? So it does look like the cars that were in Hill Valley 2015. I'm all for Tesla, but I just can't appreciate the truck appearance. I think it's amazing because you can hit them with a sledgehammer or shoot them with a gun. It makes me feel very safe driving it. I've seen a few people that had wrecks in their Cybertruck where they should have been dead. They were told by the police and forensic investigators, you should be dead right now, but you walked away without a scratch, which I think is pretty cool. So if you guys are here and you're in the Strip and you get a flat, I recommend Busy Bee up here. This has been our go-to for flat fixes for a really long time. They do them for pretty cheap. And then if you don't want to buy a new tire, they sell used tires here for cheap too. So like if you have a common car, you know, I'm not talking about low profile fancy pants stuff, although they do that here too. But they fix flats for cheap. They do alignments. They'll sell you a used tire with really good tread and longevity for 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Soda slots, we talk about that on Patreon. We made a concerted effort as a couple not to share our personal stuff anymore online. About my wife coming home and all that stuff. It's a matter of money right now to get her home. It's really all it is. So we're gonna get up here and check out some of the newer stuff on this side of the street now. We were just checking everything over here. Oh, in 20 years I've never noticed the name of this store. Oh, I'm so in love with this store. I'm so enamored by it right away. Let's go look. This is so good. Oh man. No kidding. This is called Japan Market Fukuya. I love it. Oh, let's go into the Japan Market Fukuya. Let's see if it's better than Daisu. Do you guys have Daisu in your town? Do you guys have Daisu? It's not about the ticket to come home, dog. It's about, you know, she got to finish her project there. I'm going to post some stuff on Patreon this week that she sent me on videos. If you guys want to see the home update. Fukuya. Do you guys have Daisu in your neighborhood? Let's see what this place looks like. Whoa, it's very efficient because it's Japanese. You're welcome, no problem. Look at this place, man. Wow. Oh, dude, this looks like every other Asian market I've ever been in my whole life. Whoa. I guarantee. Whoa, who's this guy? Greg Greats. Greg Greats, my goodness. I received $20. Thank you so much, Greg. $20 from Greg Greats. Thank you so much, brother, man. You're very supportive. Why are you guys so supportive? You know what? Hey, get some Kit Kats. I know everybody loves the Japanese Kit Kats. You guys ever had like Pocari Sweat? You ever had Pocari Sweat? I've had it once when I was a stupid dumb kid. Yeah, this is Japanese. That's cheap. There's like nothing in this box. How many grams is this? There's no, you're getting 0.25 ounces, 81 grams for $3. Oh my gosh. Well, they are imported. Can I ask you guys this? So let me ask you guys a legit serious question. I want you guys to level with me now, okay? How are the streams going? I've been really working hard on myself and trying to be way more positive and handle people's criticisms better. But if I can get some honest feedback, that would matter a lot. I noticed that once we've switched to positivity mode, people are for some reason giving more and liking more and sharing more. I think it's just like attracts like. But I would like some feedback. What do you guys think of the streams lately? Tell me in the comments below. My name is Steven. If you've not watched me before, this is my channel. It's called Not Leaving Las Vegas. This does look like a fake store, doesn't it? It's like back here they got people making fake Louis Vuitton bags or something like that. Oh man. Oh, Yeah, we don't eat white rabbits anymore. So white rabbit is this really famous candy. It's mostly Filipino Chinese. I don't know if it's Japanese. I don't know. But we don't eat white rabbit because all the white rabbit candies we get here, they're like Chinese Tootsie Rolls or Japanese Tootsie Rolls. They're all made in China, and there was this outbreak. Foods made in China can be really, really bad. They can kill you because they don't have the same quality standards. If they had white rabbits, they'd be here. If you guys are coffee drinkers, these are really, really good. They're hard toffee candies. Then these ones are like creamier versions. But I don't see white rabbits here. But sometimes when food, it's the same thing with pet food, baby food, it gets tainted. Oh man. These are usually made in the United States because, I mean, it's impossible to ship stuff frozen. But this is actually made in Korea. That's impressive. Because all the Philippine ice cream I ever want to eat, I can't get here. Usually it's just made in California and it's just a variation or version of it. But this place here is, they got high chews. You guys are all down with high chews, you know? Let's see here. This was great, doing good job. Thanks, Pete, I appreciate you. Since I've known you, Steven, you seem to have a more generous attitude. I have to give more, and part of the day trading thing, when we really start clocking, we're gonna be sharing it on my day trading channel called Elite Trading Mindset. And I'm gonna be doing daily recaps. And when we start making serious money, I gotta stop telling you what my actual payouts are. But when those start coming, but we're gonna start doing stuff on the strip, like buying sandwiches. Like last night I bought 5 bottles of water for homeless people. We're gonna buy 5 sandwiches and 5 bottles of water. We're gonna start pushing things. We're gonna start pushing how much we can spend on strips and give to people. Ooh, Wagyu. Ooh, real Wagyu. Japanese Wagyu. So, Japanese Wagyu, some of the most premium meat in the world, $78 a pound. You know, I don't see a lot of Purina pet food anywhere. I see a lot of Friskies and Whiskas. I don't think they have Pocari Sweat in this store. Pocari Sweat is an oh, never mind. They have the drink mix. It's an electrolyte drink mix. So it's got stuff in it. It's got cane sugar, which is great. Glucose, which is great. That's fast acting. Citric acid, grapefruit powder, salt, potassium chloride, calcium, magnesium carbonate. So that's actually really good. It's a really good rehydration type of thing. Usually Pocari Sweat comes in bottles that look similar to this. This looks like it's a competitor to Pocari Sweat, but I can't tell you what's in it because I can't really read anything. So there you go. So I didn't even know this place existed. And I'm glad that they're open. They have some Japanese stuff here, ready to eat. That's neat. This is the grossest thing I've always thought. Like no hate or nothing, but it just looks wrong. I've seen this at the international market. It's weird. I was ready to walk away from your channel due to the negativity that you treat people. Disagree with you, saying shame. Okay, thank you, Tobin. Appreciate that. That's good feedback. I asked you guys for feedback. 2 or 3 of you guys gave feedback. It's better than none of you has given me the feedbacks. Yeah, that's good. All right, so where are we now? I'm gonna keep going. This is probably Mediterranean back here. There's an anime store over here. Massage Eye District. Oh, guys. Wagyu is really $300. Have you ever had Wagyu beef? I have. We were in California when we had our channel sponsor, and we went to this place in San Luis Capistrano. San Juan Capistrano, and I had a Wagyu beef burger. It was so good. because Wagyu is like, the cows are like combed and bred and fed perfect things and perfect fatty cuts of meat. And it was, I don't even think it was Japanese Wagyu. I couldn't afford it. It was like American, but it was still really good. Yeah, I'm sure that I'm going to see a YouTube video. Kenny Jones, self-development. Oh, wait, Kenny Jones, hold on. Lost my broadcast for a minute. Kenny Jones says, self-development and empowerment for the gains. Do it. Do it. Come on, do it. Mikia, Wagyu, Shabu. Shabu. That's where you cook your own meats. You can join the Chubby Club rewards. I love it. Embrace the fat. Why not? Why not? Do. Let's go around the big old tundra. Well, they're from Oregon. There's some ducks in there. Check my audio. Shucks. Yeah. Thank you. You know what? When the app goes out or my camera goes on and off, the audio goes haywire. Thanks, Tobin. Good stuff. Good stuff. There's a Tesla. Lots of them. Oh, we gotta put on our you know what we have to do right now, though? Go. Now you're not hearing the cars. It's better. Yeah, okay, so $300 for a steak, that would make sense, right? Because if they're Wagyu beef, it's $75 a pound, right? You buy a steak, $150 for 2 pounds of steak. Could be. Now, that's before cooking, right? So if you're getting it at a restaurant, you're paying for everything else. You're paying the markup. So I figure $76 a pound. It's probably good Japanese Wagyu. Seems all right. I don't know what the market price of that kind of stuff is. You know. Play it again, Sham. That's the strip club you guys were talking about. So you know you're in Vegas when you have a tequila bottle. Why not? Is this tequila? Is this tequila? Just sitting here. Don Julio. Somebody was just like, pour another one out. Play it again, Sam. Dude, just sitting. Let's not leave this on the roadway now that it's in my dirty little hands. Why do Asian markets have empty aisles? I can't imagine that's an easy business to be in. Must be a challenge to fill up those aisles with imported items and not buy too much and balance everything. All right, well, it's not real. Who cares? Probably tastes better than the Walmart steak, so. Supply chain. I mean, you know, but the thing is, there's international marketplace. I did that on Patreon. We did international marketplace on Patreon. Let me tell you guys, that place is no joke. There ain't no empty aisles. It's over frickin' flowing. Really, it is. 100%. And I did that as a Patreon exclusive for you guys back in the day that you guys can check out. So if you're on Patreon, you guys will see the international marketplace tour that we did. Pretty good stuff, man. Let's see. How long ago was that? That was a while back, but I have had gaps on Patreon where I didn't post anything like a doofus. Let me see if I can find it. Oh man, I'm still looking. Still looking. Maybe I can't find it. I've had a lot of, wow, there's a lot of content that I've done here. I should post a day trading update for you guys tomorrow on Patreon. You guys want to see that? If you're on Patreon, say yes in the chat. I didn't realize how many damn things I've done. Wow, here it is. Why this is the best secret in Vegas, members only. So let me share this to the chat. So this is a full-blown video that I did on Patreon. We toured the international marketplace, me and Caroline and I. So like a lot of you guys aren't watching these things, you just do it for support. But if you actually like Vegas content, this is a 15-minute long video that I did way back on April 7th of last year. So, you know, get on Patreon, dude. What are you waiting for? What's wrong with you? You don't think it's worth $5 a month to see like 700 posts? There you go. Your audio quality and everything is spot on. Thanks, Toddler's World. Like I said, I've been hooked on your streams for the last 2 weeks. Cool. Not easy to import those goods for a small market, I'd say for sure. Thanks, Toddler's World. Appreciate you. So that's our one Asian market in town. It's actually not even an Asian market. It's an Asian market. It's a German market. It's a Saudi market. It's a Mediterranean market. It is a Jewish market. It is a Japanese market. It's a British market. It's a Canadian market. There's so much stuff in there. You can buy the honeybee, like the hive. There's this honey in Canada that looks like it comes in a beehive bottle. You can buy it there. And that's a good video to watch if you're already on Patreon. And if you're not, go subscribe for $5 a month or pay me for a year in advance and get 20% off discount. Yeah, you guys can support the channel that way and get extra content. Well, if you're on Patreon, you got to pay for that one because I'm a dirty, stinky, greedy capitalist. But I give you a lot of good stuff there. And play it again, Sham. You do gambling here too. Yeah, they have Coffee Crisp. Well, so here's the deal. They have Coffee Crisp. They have Aero, A-E-R-O, Aero chocolate. They have O. Henry. They have Mr. Big. But they're not the Canadian versions. They're the British versions, but they're close enough. So Cadbury Canada makes almost all the same stuff as Cadbury UK, but Cadbury in America doesn't make hardly any of that stuff. This is like a new Korean-based kind of place up here. Yeah, we try really hard on the audio and video quality. I mean, I use a microphone, a wireless mic. We use 2 different providers, 2 different carriers. We use an iPhone. I was going to do like Patreon exclusive streams, but I don't have enough Patreon members that are active. A lot of people just pay $5 a month to support me there, and they don't actually watch the content. But my idea here was, actually, let me run this idea past you guys. Would you be down for this? Would this force you to buy a Patreon membership? Okay. We do our normal stream right here. We're on the strip, we're downtown, and then you guys get like an extra 30+ minutes guarantee after the stream with me on Patreon only. Would you be down for that? I'm just curious. Would you be down for that? Because that's an idea that I can give you guys extra value on, you know? Would that push you to buy a Patreon membership to get an extra 30 minutes guarantee, minimum 30 minutes on the stream? Curious to know. Look at the stripper chicken. Robert, you're already on Patreon. God bless you. Yeah, so we got no. People are funny. Tobin, my man Tobin from Olympia, Washington. Thank you, Tobin. Woo! Appreciate ya. Joshua, I don't know if you're on my Patreon. If you guys are gonna mock somebody that says no, or make a face at them, you better be on Patreon, dog. If you walk another one or so, there's a new Taiwanese. Yeah, we're going straight. Yeah, how many, oh, people are asking me how many steps I've been walking. Let's see what the pedometer on my wrist says for this stream. Not that much. 7,000 steps. Not that much. I think yesterday it was more. I will be. Well, you're not. Don't get stuck on the island, Joshua. Everybody ends up on the island in life. Do you know what island I'm talking about? You don't know what island. You're like, island? What the hell are you talking about? It's called Someday I'll. Someday I'll sign up to his Patreon. Someday I'll get the courage to go up to that girl at the office. Someday I'll start day trading. Someday I'll start a YouTube channel. Don't end up on the island, okay? Don't do it. I heart SHLV. Shanghai Plaza. What does SH stand for? This place has a lineup. Wow, this is like brand new right here. And there's so much brand new stuff. Look at this place. This is probably fashioned after something in California. Shanghai LV, okay, I got you. Good stuff. I look at it as one word. They look at it as two. This is the pepper lunch out here. How many steps? Well, I answered that. Sometimes I expect there to be comments and there's not, and then I read the last comment and it's like, it is what it is. Shanghai Plaza. What the heck? Let's go upstairs. Bing bong. Do, do, do. Mr. Popo Potato is upstairs. Gosh, I hate when they anamorphize, whatever they do that, and make that potato, because if potatoes had feelings like that, you're like, I'm a happy potato. What are you doing? Get that fork away from me. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it's burning. I don't want to eat something like that. No, I've been in this area before. I'm just kind of like, I have a very short attention span because I grew up in the 90s and the 2000s. Not as bad as the current modern day millennials. But, you know, staff only seafood bar. Seafood bar, we got a good view up here, Steph. Surf and turf, Ace, seafood boils. Boils. Oh man, I wish they would have put this up when we ate at Choco de Fao. Management would like to inform you that our prep stations may contain shellfish. I had hives for like 10 days last year, 2 weeks almost. My entire body, just hives, raised up hives. I thought I was dying of a weird disease. It was the worst. Look at the view from up here. That's because when you go to like a beef place, they're gonna use like the seafood prongs to get your beef going. Look at the view, man. I think I already said how many steps do I do. Today I did 6,000 or so. Some days I do a lot more, some days I do less. Just depends. So here's our view of the strip. Punch in once. LV is called the Ninth Island. I know, I started a video out that way, about Hawaiian Marketplace. Look at that. Isn't that a nice view from up here, huh? So you could come up here and get some nice photos, except for that giant, huge utility pole that would be in your way there, but it's good. The Golden Tiki, no, that's way up there. So you guys see those yellow roofs? That's where the Golden Tiki is. And that's called the plaza at Spring Mountain. This is different. The famous Chinatown Arch is actually right here. This is kind of like, if you type in Chinatown Vegas, you're gonna get this over and over again. This arch across the way from me. So you can see the old Mirage. They still have the Beatles up on this side of it. John, Paul, George, and Ringo. And if we come around this way, you can see the Caesar's Palace, Bellagio, Cosmopolitan, Aria. Of course, the Rio is closer to us than any of that stuff. If you keep asking me how many live streams, and I keep telling you 6,000 plus, God bless you. Thank you for asking over and over and over again. Like, for real. I got Lamont texting me, streaming now. So he knows I'm streaming. Roll call AI. Oh yeah, I've heard of roll call. Oh no, not roll cam. Big Trouble in Little Vegas, Chinatown. It's a short walk to the strip from here. Let's see what we think that is. What do you guys think it is for an average person to walk to the strip from here? Tell me in the chats. What do you think it would take? Let's find out what it really is. Okay, what do you guys think? 20 minutes, Liberty says? Oh boy, try more. Try harder. We're gonna just type in Treasure Island because it's right on Spring Mountain Road. So it's about 34 minutes. 34 minutes. Brenda was close. Wilson was close. If we were playing the prices right, Wilson wins. He's the closest without going over. It's not 1.5 hours, but it just depends. Look, I can make it look like it's 3 hours to get to the strip. Now I can make it look like it's 5 minutes to get to the strip. So it's like, you know, all you got to do is trickery with the camera. If you're obese, it takes 2 hours. You can see up here too, by the way. We can see the snow on the mountains in the distance. See that little white dot in the middle of the camera? 30 minutes from Gold Coast? No, probably 20 minutes from Gold Coast. You can see the snow on the top of the mountains. Nice, right? It's pretty good to me. What's your problem? Sounds good to me. What's your problem? It's one of my favorite YouTube channels. Can't tell you which one. It's political. Are scooters available? We don't have like Lime scooters and stuff like that out here. I'm sure you can rent them. There was somebody on the strip that was trying to rent scooters. This is weird. What's with this? Huh. There was somebody that was trying to rent them at the old Hawaiian marketplace, the little shops they had, the Gold Key shops, I think it was called. But they're no longer there because they're building the boulevard. Ah, it's like a little ultra lounge set up here. So, I don't know, man. I mean, here's what I would do. If you had the money, I would just go and buy a cheap-ass scooter from Best Buy and give it to a homeless person when you're finished with it. If you're a big roller, big baller. Or, man, just rent a car. You don't want to ride a scooter here. This is a bad place to ride a scooter. I ride a scooter here. I do it with extreme caution because I know it can be big problem. People drinking and driving and stuff like that. You don't want to get yourself into trouble. Look at how many cars are out here, dude. It's busy. It's packed. I mean, people are driving through trying to find a spot. I think the parking might be 100% full here. Kind of wild. Oh, we got another view of the strip from here. This is cool. Look at that. See the north end now. You can see Resorts World, the Fontainebleau, everything up here. You can see all the north end stuff. Scooters overheat easily. No, they don't. What you talking about, Willis? I rode a scooter all last year. They don't really overheat. Batteries don't do well in the cold, but they don't really overheat. A little electric scooter, little 900-watt engine, you'd be okay. It's the big challenge is riding. The big challenge is riding a scooter in that heat because you're sweating and you don't know you're sweating, so you're dehydrating. You don't know you're dehydrating. Why? Because your sweat's not sticking to you because the wind is taking all the sweat off. So you're gonna get dehydrated. You got to drink water. Plus the sun is just really, really hot. Look at how many people are out here. Isn't it beautiful to see so many people just enjoying life after what we've gone through the last 5 years? I think that's the best part of this. That's the most rewarding thing in the world, is just to see how life has flourished after and how people are just refusing to be put down, you know? Life finds a way, as Ian Goldblum Ian Goldblum? What was his name? Ian What was the name of the guy in Jurassic Park? Jeff Goldblum's character. Ian what? What was his name? I want to roller skate through Mandalay Bay. No tourists in this market? Wrong. Tons of tourists in this market. Tons. Let's look. California. Look at that, two Californias. I got Utah, California. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ian Malcolm, thank you. There's no plates on these. Oh my God, Arizona, yeah, go to Arizona, Hunting Roadrunners, yeah. 6, California. Almost looks like, realistically, Leolani, it looks like almost maybe tourists are outweighing in some cases. Now, we do have a lot of Nevada plates, but lots of tourists down here, man. Like, look at this, honey. Huh? What do you think about this? New Mexico? Oh my God, look at that. Do like Elvis. There's another California. California, 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 California. Nevada, Nevada, Nevada. California girls are undeniable. There's lots of tourists out here, dog. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. Another one here. West Coast girls, you know, they melt your popsicle. That's not how it goes. I don't remember it exactly. So we do have a lot at locals. I mean, but there's a high portion of people from outside of town coming into here too. So yeah, it looks like they know all about it. One of the best things about living in California is being able to drive a few hours to Vegas. California, yeah. Okay, there's another one. Hey, I mean, like, lots, dude, lots. Tea Maison. Tea Maison. Tea house. Maison is house in French. Just so you know. Hey, this is weird. You got this big, beautiful plaza, and you just stick Republic Services like a big diarrhea dump in the middle of the parking lot. Look on the back of the CA plates. Oh, come on, Jay Rizzo. Come on, dog. I think, okay, let's look at more rented plates. Colorado, Florida. So much argumentative, and I really doubt that most of these, you know, these 2015 Nissan Sentras are rented cars from California, because that's not how car rental agencies roll. Look at this place. It's a Thai place called Weera Thai. Man, you know what I'm gonna have in life? So I'm gonna share this with you guys so you guys can understand here. There was this one time that Caroline wanted to eat here. And you know, we had moved and all that stuff, and we were just having like a couples conversation, and we looked at the menu of Weera Thai, and it was just so much more money than anything we could spend on, because we wanted to eat out, and she likes Thai food. So I could tell, I could see it in her eyes. So you know what freedom is to me? What's freedom to you? Let me tell you what freedom is to me, okay? Freedom is never having to tell a loved one no, or to have my loved ones look me in the eyes and understand that we can't really do it. Not having to say no to people and having to fulfill the needs of my loved ones and help others, that's everything to me. That's freedom. Because we were going to go into this place once, and it was just, we looked at the menu and we just knew that if we go to the Kung Fu Thai, it's way less. This is a new hip place. She really wanted to eat here before. So that's freedom to me. That's what I want to build towards for my family. That's what motivates me to do these live streams and to show you guys this world and to try to find new, unique things so you don't get bored out of your minds, and hopefully you subscribe and stay along for the journey. But nobody's listening to me right now. God bless y'all. Wow, they got, what is this? They have a cotton candy machine here. That's pretty cool. Wow. Photo booths. Whoa. Lots of import stores here, man. There's the KFC I was telling you guys about last night. Korean fried chicken. It's a little bit different than American fried chicken. The batter is more crusty. We got a lot of photo ops. These guys are smart. So they're advertising with like these photo ops here. Wow.
Four wide, and then he was wearing one size, half a size too short.
Customer online or no? No, no, you just have to go to this.
So prices for beef noodle stews and stuff, 12 bucks. That's cheap. Nest special pot, 17. This is good prices. Yeah. Not been to Zippy's yet, no. They're opening a second location. Cybertruck. They're opening a second location here, actually. Look how the lights light up, by the way, see? You guys notice the lights pulsing? They're pulsing because I'm close to it and it's recording me. So, I'm flirting very closely with politics, but as people are vandalizing these Tesla vehicles, they're all getting caught on camera. And they're being like just prosecuted over and over again because those things are lighting up and recording you 6 ways to Sunday. So nobody in this chat would ever do that, I'm sure. But you know, if you're gonna pick something to vandalize the Toyota Camry if you feel the need to break laws, and I hope you get caught if you do that. But don't vandalize a Tesla vehicle because they all record you and you are going to have your face exposed to the world and have to live through it. It's a silly thing to do. They've repainted this stuff over here, these little condos. If we go down this way, we get into a whole different hood, which I'm gonna take you down on a different stream. There's pawn shops and Moondoggy's Pizza and local places down here. Off this drag here is not too good at night. This is all brand new here. There's a Macy's home store. All they sell is home furniture down here. Roberto's Tacos, crab place, ramen places. This place has been here forever. This is a gun range. It's not one of those touristy gun ranges. This is just like a legit straight up gun range where you own your gun and you come in and you practice. Look at this. I got a stark warning here. If you smell of spirits, marijuana, or show signs of intoxication, you are asked to stay out of business and off property. We are regulated by federal statutes and adhere to strict range safety. Very good. And you got like, so you just saw the brand new, right? This is the old style Chinatown down here. There's so much more to this area. Like, we're going on 3 hours now. There's so much more to this area. We could walk for another 3 hours and see 100 different restaurants and, you know, 50 different little Asian shops and just so much that is good in this area. Just be careful when you come here. You know, they, like the title says, is it dangerous? Well, obviously today, no danger. Come out here at night, yes, could be. Also, you know, if you're coming out here, you got your valuables, man. You lock that stuff in your trunk. Heck, go even deeper. If you have an extra tire well, you know, in your trunk, or if you can lift up the carpets, shove stuff underneath the carpets in your trunk. You know what I mean? Like, because the thing is, The thieves are out here. We saw the signs over and over again. There's lots of break-ins and burglaries. Capistrano is where the salmon flock. San Juan Capistrano also has the swallows, the birds, and they flock there. I don't know about salmon. Oh, okay. It's a line for where the Dumb and Dumber. Okay, whatever. Truth is, San Juan Capistrano is where the swallows go. The swallows of San Juan Capistrano. That's truth. I've been there. I've seen them. It's nice. Just want to cross the street safely. What is the Switch data center? All the red storage buildings off the freeway. It's a data center that houses lots of stuff. How can I give this as a much shorter explanation than I usually do? The internet is redundant. Companies store copies of websites all across the world. And Switch is a data center where if you are, you know, Amazon, you don't want to build a data center in Vegas, you go to Switch. And then Amazon has their own Amazon Web Services. Microsoft has something called Azure. Google has their own web services. And all these websites get stored and cached and then pumped out to data centers like Switch. And then when you go to something.com, it finds the closest copy of it on the content delivery network. It's how the internet works these days. And it delivers it to you based on the closest data center. So Netflix will upload the top 100 streaming movies to the Switch data center. Maybe, I don't know if they have a contract for that, but Switch could have the top 100 Netflix movies cached. So when you are in Vegas and you fire up that movie, it starts instantly lickety-split for you. And if the Switch data center in Vegas has a problem, it might go to the Switch data center in St. George, Utah. The Switch data center also has government contracts. We have a friend who is a government contractor, and he's been in there, and he said he was flanked by four Air Force security guards that had full artillery. They were wearing bulletproof everything. They looked like stormtroopers from Star Trek type of thing, or Star Wars, pardon me. And he said he's been in those data centers before to fix something. He was told, eyes forward, fix and leave. So that's what they store, those kinds of things. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Will I see the no Snow White? No, I haven't seen the old Snow White. I don't know why I'd see the new one. You're talking about the one with all the controversy? I hate to break it to y'all. Snow White will make money for Disney. It'll make all of its money back and it'll make a profit. Because while everybody's upset about the girl in Snow White saying dumb things and being jerky and Snow White this and that, what you fail to remember is that the United States is no longer the market that movie companies target. It's not about America. It's not about Canada. It's not about England. It's about China. It's about the Middle East. It's about Dubai. It's about India. That's where they make their money. The international box office matters more to these companies than anything else. So Snow White will make its money out of Asia. You guys will, but see, trust me, I stopped watching a lot of those things because I'm a conservative, and I was watching them and I'm like, what am I getting out of this that's positive? I had to ask myself that a few weeks ago. And if you do watch it, that's fine. But for me personally, I wasn't getting a single positive thing out of it. It wasn't helping me to make more money for my family or learn a new skill. All I was learning is about how Disney was burning down a classic franchise, and all I was doing was getting frustrated and mad for a movie I never even saw the original of. I mean, it's... So my question to you is whether, if you're not the one making that content and benefiting your family, so if your name's not Benny Johnson or Tim Pool or The Quartering, if your name isn't Black Conservative Perspective, what does it benefit you to consume that much content over the Snow Woke movie? Just a question. Just a question. Because you're not making money off the clips. You're consuming, you're not, you know. So, and then your attitude and your mood, and then you get, when you close down that video, what does it do for you? That's what I'd ask me. When I shut down this video, what did I learn? So just keep that in mind. And I get it, man. I'm a consumer of media. Of course I am. Everybody is. But what do I consume that can enrich me? What do I consume that enrages me? Do I want to have enrichment? Do I want to have enragement? This is off of Twain in Arville, I believe. There's a mobile home park right here. That's the west side with the mountains. If you go down this way, all the way down, you'll go underneath the interstate. You'll go between the Rio and the timeshare, the Wyndham. And then you can actually see the old Mirage down here if I punch in. You can see the strip that way. That's another thing that Yogi is pointing out. He's making a good salient point. None of you were going to watch that movie. You ain't going to watch the movie. You're 40, you're 30 to 40 plus. And you're a guy probably. 87% of my viewers are men. You were never the market for that movie, dude. I get it. I know you know that I know that you know that we both know that it's not right to do that stuff. But if a publicly traded company wants to burn down their stock value over their ideals, how is it any different than Elon Musk deciding to become a member of Doge and have his Teslas attacked and have his stock drop? It's no difference, okay? So that's all. We've got the trailer park here. These are like double wides, nice trailers. I wish I could show you this stuff, but I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, Arville comes out to Flamingo and the Palms is right there. Right there. But yeah, Disney will make their money on it on the international box office, and maybe they'll realize their mistake and make things that are a little more in line with what most people want, and maybe they won't. But unless you're a Disney shareholder, it shouldn't really matter to you very much. Yeah, and Wilson Key's pointing out a especially important point too. There are a lot of movies for you if you're not into that stuff. Jason Statham keeps making movies where all he does is run around and shoot and kill and beat up people. Nothing wrong with those movies, dude. There's a lot of good movies that come out. I just don't have time for them. The Tesla guy's honking at the cab driver for some reason. Don't know why. I think I'll go to Target and buy legendary protein chips for $10. They're so good. How come all Jason Statham movies are the blank, the transporter, the beekeeper, the janitor? I don't think you. I heard you need a janitor. I heard you need a transporter. Jason Statham's kind of a badass. John Wick. I don't know who Robert McCall is. Oh, The Equalizer. Oh man, those were good too. Denzel Washington. All right. Okay. Those were good too. The Equalizer. John Wick's movies are better over the 3 or 4 of them, however many there were. There's been 3, right? Or is there a 4th coming out? I like John Wick's story. I think all 3 movies were a little more powerful than the Equalizers. I think The Equalizer kind of fell off a little bit after the second one, but they were fun. I like Denzel because he gives commencement speeches and drops Christianity all over it, and I love it, man. Praise be to God. You know, to all the blessings we get on this channel and to everything that's coming to us. You know? I don't watch the Avengers movies only because I don't have time to know everything about the Avengers movies, and it's been about 14 of them, and I can respect that they're very popular with people. But there's too many Avengers movies for me to keep up with everything. And, you know, I'm old, so when I was a kid, if you ever saw Spider-Man and Captain America in the same book, it was a really big deal. It was a one-off. They didn't just constantly share a universe. But like Nintendo's building a universe. Nintendo announced that the Zelda movie is coming out in 2027. And then they have, you know, Pokemon, and they're probably going towards a Smash Brothers universe. I like Keanu Reeves because he always gives everybody time if they want to talk to him. I try to do the same thing. Sometimes it's hard when we're on Fremont Street and somebody wants to talk to me and we're standing 10 feet away from a 50,000 watt speaker. I can't hear anything because it's 102 decibels. I think Training Day was filmed in Calgary, Canada, by the way, for all you Canadians out there. They used the Center Street Bridge in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Steven Seagal versus Van Damme. Van Damme, because he didn't turn into a comic book character, unfortunately. Steven Seagal kind of turned into a wacky caricature version of himself, which is really unfortunate. That's, you know, but that's what happens sometimes. I want to make... Man, I thought we would have had a Patreon sign up at this point today. I posted stuff live on the stream even. And we're going to do another one this week. We posted that XXX wallpaper and the stuff in the men's room at the Golden Tiki on Patreon. Here's what I want you guys to do, right? After the stream is over, go on YouTube and type in 10-minute podcast. Van Damme, 10-minute podcast, Arnold Schwarzenegger, 10-minute podcast, Jason Statham. Years ago, Brian McCallum and a couple of other actors. One of them was a Canadian guy. He does a great Arnold impression. He does all these impressions. And they have this podcast called the 10-minute podcast, and they have special guests like Arnold Schwarzenegger come in. And they're very adult only, uncensored. They're freaking hilarious, dude. Some of the funniest podcasts you'll see anywhere. And go look up Van Damme, Arnold, Jason Statham, 10-minute podcast. You will laugh your ass off. I know you will. The wind is picking up, man. Glad I won't be streaming tonight. It's gonna be a windy one. We'll be out tomorrow night, of course, too, right? We'll be out tomorrow night. I haven't even pimped up my casino code. Man, that's stupid of me. If you guys are watching and you guys haven't heard me already explain it to you, you have to get on our affiliate sponsor if you guys like to gamble online. Thanks to you, Leolani. Appreciate you, girl. You're awesome. If you guys want to get on this, we have a connection with casinos.com. And what they do is, if you want to gamble from the comfort of your home, avoid Vegas, not have to pay the fees, hotel fees, high prices, but you like to gamble, go to the link I'm posting up in the chats. Go to that link. It'll take you to a page that's tailor-made for you based on where you live, where you can get special offers on sometimes huge casinos, sometimes social casinos, things like up to a $2,500 deposit match for Caesars if that's applicable to you based on where you live. Things like we'll waive your first $500 of losses in some cases I've seen based on where a person lives. And it's real money, so you're going to be gambling with real money anyways if you're playing these casino games. So use our link. They give us credit. We get affiliate commission if you do. And it would really help us out if you're going to gamble. And of course, know when to stop before you start. That's an important thing. You know, don't be a gambling fool out there and losing your life and stuff like that. But hit the link if you want to gamble with your own money and get special juice bonus offers. And yeah, thanks for the support. The whitest guy in the world listening to, what was that? Kendrick Lamar or something. I love it. Gas went up really fast. Gas has gotten lower here. Not bad. Paid $3.53 today. And then as I drove closer to the strip, I saw it for $3.36. It was as much as $4.09 to $4.49 last year towards the election. So something's going in the right direction, at least, it sounds like. You know what I mean? So that's good. What's up, Chris? Chris has entered the chats. Do-do-do. Has your gas gone down in the last 3 months? Be honest in the chats. We won't judge you if you say otherwise, but be honest. Has it gone down? Has gas gone down since the first of the year? Tell us in the chats. This is one of those autonomous vehicles, so it has all the gear on it. There's a guy in there. He's actually driving the car, it looks like. Zooks. Hey, Chris, we've already been to the Golden Tiki, bro. We're going on 3.5 hours on the stream right now. I always start these pretty early so I can have my entire Sunday in front of me. Actually, we posted the bathroom pics from Golden Tiki on Patreon. Trying to interactively, while I'm on the live streams, post stuff from Patreon so you guys can see that there's a ton of value there. So this is our XXX Golden Tiki bathroom share. And we also have a bunch of banned Vegas videos that are extra content, about 10 minutes long a piece. 3 of those. I'm going to do another one this week explaining how I got I wasn't locked up, but I got caught by the cops trying to fix, well, I had to return stolen property. I had to assist in the arrest and prosecution of a human being here a long time ago. So we'll tell that story on Patreon this week too. Also, if anybody's on Patreon, do you guys want to hear a day trading update on Patreon? Tell me yes in the chats if you want to hear a day trading update on the Patreon. If you're on Patreon, I mean, we may have nobody on Patreon. I think Robert's the only one there. He's the only one that comments. God bless him. He's super awesome to do that. Jay Rizzo says yes. Cool, I can do that. The day trading stuff might be very radically different in about 2 weeks. We may be close to a breakthrough. Tommy, are you on there? Are you on Patreon? I don't think you are. So if you guys are saying, yes, I want to hear an update on Patreon, don't bother unless you're paying for Patreon, because it's going to be for paid members only. I'm going to post some stuff with Caroline. She's been sending me some videos of what's going on at the homestead. Yeah, Tommy, I'm telling you, dog. Tommy and Joshua are on the island. Someday I'll be on Patreon. As soon as I can come up with $5 to do it, someday I'll get on Patreon. Someday I'll see Steven's Band Vegas videos. Someday I'll see the XXX rated wallpaper at the English Hotel and at the Golden Tiki. Someday I'll check out that full 15-minute walkthrough he did of the International. Someday I'll do it. Someday. Why not today? But that's up to you. Wow. It's like deja vu all over again. You got to make your millions trading so you can pay $5. Gotcha. But you've been very supportive to me, I got to say. Tommy Getting Made actually sends us $20 super chats. So trust me on this. Not saying he don't support, he does. I wish I could gift him 4 months of Patreon, but they don't even allow me to do that. I can't gift anybody Patreon stuff. If I could, he's certainly worthy of it. Let's go sit in here for a few. They do not have the AC on in here. That is crazy. Cray cray. Wilson K, they said last month that we were going to get the summer gas, and it never came. They said, oh, it's going to get more expensive. The summer blend is coming. Is Filipino Town sign up on Maryland? Honestly, I haven't been on Maryland in a while. We were there a couple of months ago or a week ago, but I haven't been there in a little bit, so I don't know for sure. But it's going to be Filipino Town, which is going to be pretty cool. Man, it's warm today. Even with that wind going, it gets warm. So anyways, I saw the tax label in San Jose for gas, 70 a gallon. That's not that much, is it? So you guys know your state imposes gas taxes, right? Your state imposes gas taxes per gallon, gas taxes by state. And I think Nevada is one of the highest ones. Let me see. So according to the latest, let's see here. I was told Nevada is one of the highest, but I guess not. State gas taxes. Let's see what NerdWallet says. This is as of January. New Jersey, 5 cents a gallon. Florida's 39. Utah, Georgia, Minnesota, Nebraska. California is, yeah, there it is, 69. That's expensive, man. And it's actually a combination. Excuse me. Every gallon sold has a mandatory 18.4 cents federal tax. In California, it's 69 cents. Illinois is 67, state, Pennsylvania, Washington. Now, I was hearing that Nevada was extremely high, but it looks like it's not. It looks like it's not. In terms of Alaska is 9 cents because they get all the gas there. Mississippi are the lowest. Hawaii's low. New Mexico. But then you have California, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Washington, Michigan, Maryland. So we were told out here that our taxes are so high on gas. They're not actually. It's actually quite low compared to some of these other places, which is kind of absolutely crazy. If you guys don't know, we're going to be out tomorrow. Tomorrow in the evening time. My allergies started to flare up as soon as I came in here. It's where the tissue gets inflamed in your head. So now I have a stuffy nose. But we are going to get going here and take on our day. We're going to go to the gym. We're going to go home. We're going to do some back testing. We're going to have to, I don't know, I'm just going to have to try to relax a little bit today. Just join my Patreon. Oh, thank you, Tommy. Tommy, did you? Tommy Getting Made, man. Thank you so much. Let me see what we got here. Notifications. Elegant. Oh, geez. Did you really call yourself that? That is so gross. Hold on. Why is it not focusing? I want to show you what he called himself before my battery dies. That is disgusting. But God bless you. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. That's, I'm not saying those words on camera. I want you guys to practice some stuff today. Practice some principles today. Practice being positive. If you guys have negative thoughts come in, you know, if you're a believer of God like me, pray to Jesus. Have the devil get out of your head because the devil wants you to fail. If you don't believe in that stuff, I pray for you, but you could just say the inverse positive thought that you want to have 3 times. Force it out of your head. Remember, you have the reticular activating system in your brain. I'm seeing Teslas all the time because that's what I'm focused on right now. You will focus and find more of what you want to focus and find more of. And if you want to focus and find garbage and trash, then you will focus and find garbage and trash. Lots of it. Don't find garbage and trash. Throw out all the garbage and trash and replace it with positive stuff. I am a 44-year-old bodybuilding Trump supporter who listens to affirmations. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Maybe try it for yourself. God bless you all for being here with me. Thank you so much for sharing part of your valuable time with me. Remember, we only have so much of it. I love you guys, and we'll be out tomorrow in the afternoon around 5-ish, and we'll do another live stream. This time we'll be from the Las Vegas Strip somewhere. Okay. Love you guys. 3, 2, 1, click.